to hear the news. It could be a crazy time too.
And you sense it in the clubhouse too. I feel like it's just kind of everyone's walking on eggshells. But right now, Marcell Ozuna's in the lineup for the Atlanta Braves. He is batting fourth for the night. I know Brian Sticker said he's approaching today just like he approached any other day. But look at the Braves. The Braves' arms need a little bit of help in that bullpen and also in the starting rotation.
Vibrant guest room packed with amenities you can't miss out on. Enjoy the Battery Atlanta experience by making the Aloft your home base, where we are committed to safety and cleanliness. Your home base, where we are committed.
There's something every fan will love. Visit Braves.com/tickets today.
You need all the energy you can get for game day. Luckily at Georgia Power, we know a thing or two about saving energy. We understand that energy costs are an important part of your budget. That's why we're dedicated to providing tools and assistance that can help make a difference, so you can save your energy for the game. Visit georgiapower.com/myenergy to learn more.
When you open a Corona, you hear the sounds of wherever you are a little differently. A little more Corona. And you think to yourself, why am I just listening? Corona. La Playa awaits. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Hard hit ball to short, scooped up and tossed to second. Quick turnaround, it's going to be close. Throws it to first, and he's out. Double play.
A Braves double play is a well-oiled machine, just like Valvoline Instant Oil Change. We'll change your oil in about 15 minutes while you stay in your car. The only thing that'll be out here is your old oil. Drive into your neighborhood Atlanta location today. No appointment needed. Valvoline Instant Oil Change is a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Braves fans, this is John Michaels reminding you that Jeff Francoeur joins Finn, home team, and me in the locker room every Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. on your radio home of the Braves, 680 The Fan.
Braves baseball is on deck. You're listening to the Ford Leadoff Show, brought to you by your local Ford dealer. Take your next outdoor adventure to the next level. Gear up for an exhilarating Ford Bronco or Bronco Sport. Learn more at buyfordnow.com.
Welcome back. It's the Ford Leadoff Show right here on the Braves Radio Network. Barrett Saline, Chris Domino with you, getting you ready for game one of the three-game set between the Braves and the Reds, the first two of which will be at Great American Ballpark, and then the two teams will travel a little bit south, a little bit east to Bristol, Tennessee, where the Speedway Classic will take place.
First ever Major League Baseball game in Tennessee, and two guys from Tennessee. Two guys from Tennessee High School is going to be starting in that game. Yep. Spencer Strider will go, and they got a guy in Abbott, I think, that starts tomorrow, who is a Tennessee high school player as well.
No, Abbott's tonight. So Andrew Abbott will go tonight. Carlos Carrasco will go tonight for the Braves. Let's break down that matchup.
It's time for the Strong Arm Pitching Matchup. Brought to you by John Foy & Associates Personal Injury Law, where they treat every client with dignity, compassion, and respect. Get the Strong Arm today. JohnFoy.com.
All right, Carlos Carrasco.
Chase Burns.
Chase Burns, that's right.
Tennessee
I couldn't think of it either. I was like, I knew who it was, and I knew who you were talking about.
That's nice. Spencer Strider and Chase Burns are both going to get to pitch in Tennessee. First ever, again, Major League Baseball game in that state.
That's going to be fun. That's going to be quite
in
the
Nashville.
spectacle.
Hello? We'd like those. Hello?
Y'all want to move a little bit to the west?
We'll give you $2.5 billion. We'd love to play.
We've already got a name picked out. We're the Nashville Stars. We're already selling merch. But that'll happen at some point. But anyway, we have a pitching matchup today. Carlos Carrasco going for the Braves. Chris, I mean, look, all we need is the 2017 version of him. The 2017 version, when he won 18, led the AL. Maybe even the 22 version, when he won 15-7 with the Mets. I think that's just a small ask. But look, in all seriousness, Carlos Carrasco been in AAA with the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Red Rail Riders. He's 2-2, 591, 25 strikeouts, 10 walks, and a 153 whip while he was up with the Yankees. The one thing about this, and I know it's minor league baseball and whatever, but he did go 7 innings in each of his last 3 starts. 7 innings in each of his last 3 starts.
I'll go with that. He's stretched out.
Yeah,
he's ready to go.
Honestly, that's the most important thing for a starter at this point for the Braves anyway.
But there's also this, why didn't the Yankees pick him up? Why didn't the Yankees call him up? And I'm not telling you I know the answer to that. 2-2, 32 innings pitched, I think, this year. That's it. He's got a 1.5 whip. He's going to get another chance in the major leagues. And we say this all the time, like Joey Wentz or anybody else. I talked about Dustin May. Dustin May, who has not gotten paid yet, he's made about $6 million in his career. He is going to be a free agent in 2026. You'd like to have an opportunity to shine. Help a team get to the postseason. Somebody will want you next year. If you stay healthy and you do anything in October. Carlos Carrasco, I'm sure, would like to pitch next year because that's what guys who pitch would like to do. They'd like to keep going. He is going to be a free agent. He's getting paid $1.5 million, $2 million. His days of the payday are done. He paid $2 million in 2024, 1.5 with the Yankees this year. So that's it. This is like the end of the road. You get an opportunity here. Maybe somebody sees you and thinks that you might be worth a spring training invite if you want to keep playing at 39 years old.
I mean, look, it's about all you could ask for. So we'll see what he does. Hopefully, if he does get that invite to spring training somewhere, it means that he had success as a Brave this year. It's going to be a tall order today, though. Andrew Abbott going for the Reds. He was an all-star. He's 8-1, has a 2.09 ERA, 95 strikeouts, 28 walks, 107 whip, and a 216 opponent batting average. This is one of the best pitchers that nobody seems to know about in the National League. Maybe it's because he's in Cincinnati, but this dude has been awesome this year.
Yeah, he was drafted 36th round in 2017. We talk about this a lot. He pushed that up to a second-round pick coming out of the University of Virginia. He looks like Jesse Plemons, the actor from Friday Night Lights.
Yes, he does.
He's got himself one of them, boss mustaches that I guess everybody is maybe trying to grow right now. Left-handed arm, and a left-handed arm that you're not paying a lot of money to. If you're the Cincinnati Reds, this guy's a godsend. And I mentioned, the last time they won in the postseason was 1995. They won the World Series in 90. They win one series in 95, and they've won nothing in the postseason since 1995. This is the type of guy that you pray for. His earliest free agency is 2030. He's getting paid $742,000. He's sort of the ace of your staff on top of everything else. Is he enough to push you to the postseason? I don't know. I think they started today 2.5 games behind the San Diego Padres in a wild card chase. So they think they have life. This is the type of guy, when he's on the mound, you have to win these starts.
Yes, you absolutely do. They did not last time he was out. He went 2 1/3, gave up 8 hits, 3 earned runs, didn't walk anybody, only struck out 1 in a loss to the Guardians. He's got a 4-seamer, changeup, curveball, sweeper. His fastball's low to mid-90s. He is... What's interesting with him is he has a very low hard hit percentage, top 9% in the league, but he's also got a very poor ground ball percentage, 32.8%, lowest 9% in Major League Baseball. So he gets hit hard, and he gets hit hard in the air, which doesn't seem like it would play at Great American Ballpark, but it's been working for him.
He helps himself. He's less than a strikeout an inning, but he's only given up 28 walks. In that park now, I don't know what his splits were home road, but he's given up 11 home runs this year. And my God, we're past 100 games. And if you pitch for the Cincinnati Reds and you've only given up 11 home runs, even though you're not a strikeout machine, you're giving your team a chance to win. And that's what he is. He's got a 1 whip. He's not hurting himself with the walks. That's a big part of it. He's not hurting himself because people are going deep on him. He gave up 25 homers last year for whatever that's worth, and that was in 25 starts. This is start 19. He's only given up 11 so far.
Jurickson Profar has the most experience against him, but he only has 3 at-bats. That's the most of any Braves player. That was our strong arm pitching matchup, and it was brought to you by John Foy & Associates Personal Injury Law. John Foy, where we treat every client with dignity, compassion, and respect. Hurt in a wreck, hit by a truck, injured on the job. We're ready to help you today. There's never a fee until we win for you. That's the strong arm. One more break. We'll make our prize picks of the day on the other side. He's Chris Domino. I'm Barrett Salee. It's the Ford Leadoff Show on the Braves Radio Network.
Go ahead, caller. Got a question for Michael Harris II?
Michael, seriously, is that your Ford Bronco?
Yeah, a customized Bronco Raptor.
What do you like about it?
It's a great drive, comfortable, lots of smart tech, and it's ready for just about any adventure. And I look good in it.
no matter where you go to find your next adventure, find it in a smart and rugged Ford Bronco or Bronco Sport SUV. For great offers, see your local Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of your Atlanta Braves.
Attention Braves fans, we have a major announcement. Tire Discounters is back as the tire retailer partner of the Braves. Here's their snazzy jingle.
Sorry to interrupt, but all of us at Tire Discounters are really excited because every time the Braves hit a homer, we're giving all the fans a great deal. Cash off on select tires and free alignments. And free oil changes. Okay, roll it. See store for details.
Get ready to fall in love, but this time with my home island of Curacao. Hi, I'm Ozzy Albies, second baseman from the Atlanta Braves, and Curacao is where my story begins. It's where the vibe is full of color and life, where our culture shines with European and Caribbean flair, and where you're bound to find a new adventure or some much-needed time to relax. It's the start of my story, and it could be the next part of yours. Visit Curacao and feel it for yourself.
Atlanta Braves baseball on the Braves Radio Network is lit by the original Louisiana brand hot sauce, the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. Bring the heat.
Mom, how do you know you found the one? You just feel it. It'll be everything you want and more. And it'll be a part of Toyota's lineup.
When you know it's the one, get it at the Big One sales event. Get 1.99% APR for 36 months on a new 2024 Toyota Tacoma Hybrid. Offer valid through August 4th, 2025. Zero down for well-qualified buyers with approved credit and financing through Southeast Toyota Finance. $28.64 monthly payment for every $1,000 financed. Excludes tax tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
Hey Braves fans, SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the A, meaning SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of... the official ticket marketplace of...
That ball was crushed.
And...
did you see that?
whether you're buying or selling tickets to Braves games or to any other live event across Braves country, SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be part of every home team win. SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of... Let's Go Braves!
Hey Braves fans, summer is officially here, and you know what that means. Bugs, termites, mosquitoes, ants, and roaches will be out in full force. Luckily, you could trust the pros at Aero Exterminators to keep your home pest-free inside and out. Aero protects homes and businesses and is the official pest control provider of Truist Park and the Braves, so you know you're getting the best from the best. To set up a free pest inspection, call 888-GO-AERO or visit aeroexterminators.com.
We in the locker room want to send you to a Braves game. This is Brian Finneran reminding you that a pair of tickets are up for grabs during our 7 o'clock hour every weekday morning on 680 The Fan.
You're listening to the Ford Leadoff Show, brought to you by your local Ford dealer. Venture out and cut your own path in the rugged SUVs designed for off-road warriors like you. The Ford Bronco and Bronco Sport, built wild.
Wrapping things up here, the Braves Radio Network studios. Before we send you up to Cincinnati, it'll be Ben Ingram and Darren O'Day on the call. Braves-Reds game 1, 7:10 first pitch from the Great American Ballpark. It's time to cash in on the baseball action with Prize Picks, the official daily fantasy sports partner of the Atlanta Braves. Download Prize Picks and use code BRAVES, and you'll get $50 instantly when you play $5. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details. I've got two for you. Austin Riley, more than 1.5 total bases. Short porch. I think with Austin Riley getting hot the way he did in Kansas City, that comes a little further east to Cincinnati.
Well, nobody should be overtired. Nobody had to do much on a base pass yesterday.
Yeah, wasn't a lot of exertion.
Wasn't a very long flight, and I would imagine guys, again, are pretty well rested going into tonight. So if you're picking an offensive player to do something offensive, at least we know we should have fresh legs.
That is correct.
Nothing
yes.
else.
Andrew Abbott, less than 95.5 pitches. 95.5 pitches. That's a lot. It's a lot. He's gotten over that quite a bit this year.
He is their guy.
He dances around a little bit.
They have to win games that he pitches when they're in the situation they're in. So the game is his. Let's find out if the Braves can do something where his exit means that it was not a good night for him.
Yeah, it's been bad for me for Prize Picks, so hopefully that changes today. Austin Riley, more than 1.5 total bases. Andrew Abbott, less than 95.5 pitches thrown. So if that happens, if I hit, that means probably the Braves' bats did wake up just a little bit. But we will hear more in depth from Alex Anthopoulos in the post-game show, the Hyundai post-game show, a little bit later after the game. So hopefully it's a happy Hyundai post-game show, but we'll also play cuts from Alex Anthopoulos, who's talking right now. So it doesn't sound like there was a lot of interest in Marcell Ozuna, at least enough to trade him.
Yeah, it was emphasized again. He's a 10-5 guy, but he did not imply that that's what happened. I'm not really sure. I know that they're your players, and you don't necessarily want to put other teams' business out on the street. I'm going to go listen to it because there's always context. If you hear something or the backup follow-up question, but you didn't hear the original one, it gets a little bit difficult to sort of talk to it. I had my phone up to my ear. I apologized a little bit earlier. I was trying to listen. You got to remember, they're trying to be as respectful as possible with guys who are still on the team.
Sure.
You don't want to talk about what a guy might have done when it's 10-5, but if you imply that, let's not forget he had a 10-5, maybe you can make an assumption, but they'll tell you it's only an assumption. If they say there wasn't much interest, let's just say in player X, Alex Anthopoulos at one point tonight during the Zoom did say, I did not say that about a specific question about Marcell Iglesias.
Yes.
He said, I did not say that. So those are the things that, again, you interpret, you think, you extrapolate out. But I think these guys do try to be mindful of that these guys are still on this team, and they're going to be on this team unless there's a release or something coming up in the month of August or even September. They want to be respectful of that. When I hear the whole thing, I'll have a better chance to talk about it at some point tomorrow morning.
I think one thing is clear, though, that one thing we've talked about, just because the Braves might have shopped Ozuna or shopped Russell or shopped any of these people, you still have to have somebody who wants them.
Well, the big point of the point he did make a couple of different times, we were not just going to do a trade to save money this year. A couple of $1 million here, a couple of $1 million there. We wanted something back. And if we weren't going to get something back, we were not going to trade the player. Okay. I mean, if that's me personally, if I'm getting rid of $6 million worth of payroll and I make that money work someplace else, and I don't care where you make it work. I don't care if you work in the cubicles.
Yeah.
I don't care if that buys you 3 more analysts and whatever, including moving expenses. I wouldn't have minded if they just moved the players to save a little bit of money if the money was going to be reinvested. And we don't always look, what's $6 million going to buy as a player? I don't know. But $6 million might buy me a scout and 2 cubicle guys, and it might buy me something else around my organization. If we get a chance, and I'm hoping to speak to Alex either tonight or tomorrow morning, I will ask that. I've never thought in a year where you don't go to the postseason where saving money might not be a good thing. It's not insulting to trade a guy for a bag of balls. It's not. Guys have been traded for that before.
Yeah.
Player to be named later, cash considerations. If you can tell me that you saved $6 million and I could spread it around in the office, like in the office, not necessarily for a player, I think that could be a win. So I'm kind of curious how we might answer that if I get a chance to ask.
And I think the biggest thing is, like, look, I don't think that was realistic at all. It was not realistic at all for anybody to expect massive organizational changes by trading Marcell Ozuna.
There were better players available.
Like, that's just not.
There were better players available in the trade deadline than what you had to offer.
Yeah.
There's your reality.
It's true.
There were better relief pitchers than Marcell Iglesias. There were better bat options than Marcell Ozuna.
Yep.
Okay.
Period. End of story.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it. And hopefully Marcell finishes strong. Hopefully Marcell Iglesias finishes strong. Because if they do, that means they did well this year and maybe brought the Braves back on track a little bit. All right, for Bryce Gobert, for Joe Virgin, for Chris Domino, I'm Barrett Sallee. Braves, Reds, Game 1 coming up after this.
Right now, at the Home Depot, you'll find storage solutions made to fit your needs. Grab an HDX Tough Tilt to protect your tools. Or keep your sports equipment contained with reinforced snap fit lids. Or stack up and make better use of your space with bins and totes built to last. Whatever you're storing, we've got the gear to keep it organized and protected at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Have you ever wondered if there was something special you could put on your food to make it even better? There is, and it's called the Original Louisiana Brand Hot Sauce, perfectly blending zesty peppers, tangy vinegar, and salty salt. The Original Louisiana Brand Hot Sauce makes curly fries into curl your toes fries, and every plate of nachos into nacho heck yeah. Only the Original Louisiana Brand Hot Sauce is bold enough to be the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some.
When you need a lawyer after an auto accident, don't just choose any legal team. Make the right call. with Ken Nugent. Ken is based in Georgia. Other big-name legal teams aren't even from this area. Strike one. Ken gets you your money quick, while other legal teams waste your time. Strike two. Ken and his team are with you from start to finish. Other legal teams pass you off to a secondary team. Strike three. 3 strikes. Those other legal teams are out. One call to Ken. That's all you need. 404-CALL-KEN.
One call, that's all. Don't miss an incredible lineup of Braves giveaways this season, including bobbleheads, collectibles, and a replica jersey. Visit Braves.com/promos to see them all.
Great teams win with smart plays. Just like great businesses win with Saia LTL Freight. As the exclusive freight and logistics company of the Atlanta Braves, Saia brings nationwide customer-first service that delivers every time. Need to move shipments across the country? Saia covers all the bases, coast to coast, to keep your business running smoothly. Make Saia part of your starting lineup. Visit Saia.com. That's SAIA.com.
There's a tidal wave of clean car happiness sweeping across Braves country. Tidal Wave Auto Spa is your go-to car wash destination for a game day ready ride. Experience Major League Clean at Tidal Wave, the official car wash of the Atlanta Braves. Stay clean car happy all season long with membership discounts, exclusive giveaways, and more. Visit TidalWaveAutoSpa.com/Braves for details.
My car is happy. I am happy. Tidal Wave Auto Spa.
You know what my favorite thing about Braves games are? Everything. The crowds and the food and the baseballs and the food and the cheering and the food. Kind of like how everything at Cortland's Apartments is my favorite. Hi, I'm Cordy, Cortland's spokespug, here to tell you about the awesome live and play spaces at Cortland and the amazing resident service. That's probably why they were ranked #1 apartment brand on Reputation.com. Cortland, proud sponsor of the Atlanta Braves. Find your new apartment home at Cortland.com.
Stream Braves baseball in crystal clear HD on the Fan app, now with Apple CarPlay, so you can get it directly through your dashboard. Download the Fan app now. The measure of a team is shown in summers like this, when the chips are down and the games are close. The 2025 Atlanta Braves don't give up the fight.
And he hits one to deep right field, streaking back towards the wall. That ball's in the chop house.
Every game matters, so don't miss a moment this summer as the Braves try to battle back in the standings.
Curveball swung on, belted. Gone! Ronald Acuna Jr.
Atlanta Braves baseball on the Braves Radio Network is brought to you by the original Louisiana hot sauce. Flavor favors the bold. Your local Ford dealers, proud partner of your Atlanta Braves. The Home Depot, how doers get more done. Your local Hyundai dealer, proud sponsor of the Atlanta Braves. John Foy and Associates Personal Injury Law. Get the strong arm. Arrow Exterminators, make the right call and protect your home or business from pests by calling 888-GO-ARROW. Peachtree Orthopedics, same day evenings and Saturdays. It's time to get better. SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of the Atlanta Braves. Yanmar Tractors and Engines, an official partner of the Atlanta Braves grounds crew. Your Atlanta area Lexus dealer. Experience amazing. Simply Sport, the official CBD partner of your Atlanta Braves. TimberTech Decking and Railing, everything wood should be. Visit TimberTech.com. City of Hope Atlanta, making hope a reality for cancer patients throughout the Southeast. Attorney Ken Nugent, one call, that's all. Xfinity, get one internet price for 5 years with the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. Pennington Grass Seed, official partner of the Atlanta Braves grounds crew. ServPro, when disaster strikes, call ServPro to make it like it never even happened. Saia LTL Freight, the official freight and logistics company of the Atlanta Braves. Corona Extra, La Playa awaits. Georgia Power, the official electric energy partner of the Atlanta Braves. IBEW Local 613. Truist Park keeps the lights on with IBEW 613 electricians. The Battery Atlanta's own ASW Distillery, home of the award-winning Fiddler Bourbon. TYM Tractors, a winning lineup, together as one. Tonight, be here for Atlanta Braves baseball live from the Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati as the Braves take on the Reds. This is Atlanta Braves baseball on the Braves Radio Network, lit by Louisiana hot sauce.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome into Atlanta Braves baseball. Tonight from Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, Ohio. It's game one in a series of three between the Braves and the Reds. On the mound for the Braves, it'll be Carlos Carrasco, the veteran making his debut as a Brave, and he'll face left-hander Andrew Abbott. Great to have you with us alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you. And Darren, good to have you back aboard. I know it's been about a month for you, but you joined us right at the heat of all the trade festivities today, but the Braves not a player in that. A little bit of a quiet day for the trade deadline today. You're a little bit surprised by that.
Yeah, absolutely. Trade deadline days is always a fun day in the major leagues, depending on where you sit. You know, if you're off the field, it's always fun to see what your team's going to do. But yes, I am very surprised the Braves didn't do anything today. You know, there's some good players on expiring contracts that you probably had an opportunity to move. Maybe the price just didn't match up. You know, as far as we know, pretty quiet today for the Braves.
Yeah, very quiet. Meanwhile, for the Reds, they grabbed a third baseman yesterday, getting Brian Hayes. He's in there for them tonight. But as far as this series goes, Darren, this is the final stop of a four-city road trip. Of course, we were in Texas, we're in Kansas City, we're now in Cincinnati. We'll still go to Bristol for the final game of this series. And it's a challenging road trip for the Braves, and so far, it's not gone their way. But this is a ballpark that can jumpstart the bat sometimes, can it?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, this is the Great American Small Park, as it's fondly known by the hitters. And yeah, it plays very small, a lot of home runs here. So these hitters are probably salivating. Now, this Braves pitching staff, probably not quite as much. You know, it's a really tough place to pitch in my career. I never really enjoyed pitching here. It was like you were just counting down the days to get out of here. So, yeah, hopefully we can keep pace with the Reds and put some numbers on the board.
I'd imagine you'll enjoy it behind the mic in this ballpark much better than on the mound when you're in your career.
Well, that's the truth.
A guy who's been really good on the mound for the Reds, Andrew Abbott. And maybe before this season, folks didn't know a whole lot about him, but he's been terrific this year.
Yeah, you know, I was looking at his numbers today, and, you know, I'm pretty close to the game here. I'm still working in baseball, and I didn't know much about Andrew Abbott, but, man, he's probably the best pitcher you haven't heard about. Now, recently he did get some recognition because he was named to the All-Star game as a substitute, and he pitched well in it. You know, he's not going to blow your doors off. He throws 92, 93, but he can really pitch. And so he's one of those guys that you can appreciate the craft. So the Braves will have their hands full tonight with him.
We'll see how it plays out. Right now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Every Atlanta Braves game, live on the air and streaming free on the app.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan.
When we come back, I'll introduce you to the starting nine for both teams. Right after that, we'll have the first pitch of the game. Braves and Reds coming up tonight on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Introducing the new Dell AI PC, powered by the Intel Core Ultra processor. It helps do your busy work for you, so you can fast forward through editing images, designing presentations, generating code, debugging code, summarizing meeting notes, finding files, managing your schedule, responding to Jim's long emails, leaving all the time in the world for the things you actually want to do. No offense, Jim. Get a new Dell AI PC starting at $699.99 at Dell.com/AI-PC. How those ahead stay ahead.
Are you in the market for a mortgage? If you're borrowing for a big purchase, save money with my friends at Georgia's Own Credit Union. Because Georgia's Own is local and not for profit, you can get better rates and pay fewer fees. And through the end of July, enjoy a rate discount when you choose Georgia's Own for your mortgage loan. For details, visit georgiasown.org/playball or stop by one of their branch locations. I'm Chuck Dowdle, and I'm one of Georgia's Own.
For primary residence purchase mortgage loans, must lock in rate by July 31st, must qualify and receive final approval. Restrictions apply. Georgia's Own is an equal housing lender.
Hurry up and get your Braves tickets for the 2025 season. With great matchups and multiple seating options and packages available, there's something every fan will love. Visit Braves.com/tickets today.
Braves fans, this is Mike Morgan, founder and CEO of 13 Heroes. Like you, I was devastated when tragedy struck in 2021, killing 13 U.S. service members in Afghanistan. From then, I immediately founded 13 Heroes for a way to give back to the families who lost their loved ones. 13 Heroes is a premium, award-winning line of spirits with the purest and smoothest liquid on the market. Please help turn tragedy into legacy by picking up a bottle of 13 Heroes at your local bottle shop or visit 13heroes.com. Proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
You need all the energy you can get for game day. Luckily at Georgia Power, we know a thing or two about saving energy. We understand that energy costs are an important part of your budget. That's why we're dedicated to providing tools and assistance that can help make a difference, so you can save your energy for the game. Visit georgiapower.com/myenergy to learn more.
My name is Patrick, and I'm the Military Outreach Manager at the Warrior Alliance. I served in the U.S. Army as an airborne ranger and deployed to several combat zones in support of the global war on terror. Veterans bring excellence through our work ethic, skills, and civic duty. However, transitioning to civilian life can be difficult, as we all share a loss of purpose when leaving the military. Returning veterans have earned and deserve our support so they can thrive on their journey home. The Warrior Alliance understands the challenge and is helping warriors navigate to success after service. Join us in changing thousands of lives for the better. Donate today at thewarrioralliance.org.
Starting Monday, you have a chance to win Braves tickets at noon and qualify for a trip to see Georgia Tech's opener in Colorado during the 4 o'clock hour. Get all of the details at 680thefan.com.
Back at Great American Ballpark here in downtown Cincinnati. Game 1 of this 3-game series between the Braves and the Reds. And time now for the starting lineups, powered by Georgia Power, the official electric energy partner of the Atlanta Braves. We'll start off with the visiting Braves. This is game number 108 of the season for Atlanta. 54 games left to be played after tonight. And the Braves, managed by Brian Snitker, a record of 45-62 in 4th place in the East, and 16 games back of division leading New York. Braves will lead it off with their left fielder, Jurickson Profar. Batting second, first baseman Matt Olson, and hitting third baseman Austin Riley. Batting cleanup, designated hitter Marcell Ozuna. Batting fifth, second baseman Ozzie Albies. Hitting sixth, catcher Sean Murphy. Batting seventh, center fielder Michael Harris. Batting eighth, right fielder Eli White. Batting ninth, shortstop Nick Allen. And on the mound, making his Braves debut, it's the veteran Carlos Carrasco. He has gone 2-2 this season with a 5.91 ERA, but here recently most of his action was in AAA, where he was 4-2 with a 3.27 ERA. So again for the Braves, it's Profar, Olson, Riley, Ozuna, Albies, Murphy, Harris, White, Allen, and Carrasco on the mound. Those are the Braves. Now for Terry Francona's Reds. They are 5 games over 500, 57 wins, 52 losses. They're in 3rd place in the Central, 7.5 games back of the pace set by the Brewers. The Reds will lead it off tonight with their second baseman, Matt McLean. Batting second, right fielder Noelvi Marte, and hitting third, shortstop Ellie De La Cruz. Batting cleanup, designated hitter Austin Hayes. Hitting fifth, first baseman Spencer Steer. Batting sixth for Cincinnati, left fielder Jake Fraley. Batting seventh, catcher Tyler Stevenson. Batting eighth, center fielder Will Benson. Batting ninth, the newest Red. He was just acquired yesterday from the Pirates, Ke'Bryan Hayes. And on the mound, their ace, Andrew Abbott. Left-hander is 8-1 with a 2.09 ERA. He was an all-star this season, and tonight will be his 19th start of the year. So again for the Reds, it's McLean, Marte, De La Cruz, Hayes, Steer, Fraley, Stevenson, Benson, Hayes, and Abbott on the mound. When Darren and I come back, we'll have the first pitch of the game. Game 1 in this series, Braves and Reds, right here on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Hope. It's more than a word. It's a breakthrough in the making. At City of Hope, we're pushing the boundaries of science, targeting cancer at the molecular level, with teams of experts working together to personalize a treatment plan right down to your DNA with unprecedented speed, making every second count, with appointments in as little as 24 hours. City of Hope, advancing cancer care at life-saving speed. Learn more at cityofhope.org.
Puka, Bella, I'm sure you've noticed some changes.
Who are you talking to?
I'm just practicing for when I have to tell the dogs about the twins. You know, because
Be fine in the spacious third row seat.
But the twins...
Can sleep peacefully thanks to the rear manual sunshade.
And what about the...
Extra cargo space for strollers and dog beds?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Can we go to the hospital now? The contractions are getting closer.
The 3-row Lexus TX. Because everyone should feel like the center of the universe. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Atlanta Braves baseball on the Braves Radio Network is lit by the original Louisiana brand hot sauce, the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. Bring the heat.
When the Braves slide into second to score a double, you better slide into the McDonald's app to get free fries. Don't miss out on this deal. The day after the Braves hit a double, you get yourself free large fries with any purchase only in the McDonald's app. Golden, crispy, world famous, free. Just be sure you download the app to catch this winning deal from your favorite winning team.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Offer valid July 18th, 2025 through August 29th, 2025. At participating McDonald's, valid once per day, must opt into rewards.
Hey,
Braves fans, every day injuries happen on and off the field. But when you're hurt on the job, it can be tough to get back in the game quickly. I'm attorney John Foy, the strong arm. Workers' comp should cover your medical bills and lost wages, but some companies won't play fair. That's why we make them. We know the rules, your rights, and how to get you every benefit you deserve. Make the right call. Attorney John Foy & Associates, proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate with the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever. You can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H2025, compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
This is Matt Chernoff, and we want your summer to include 2 tickets to Truist Park. Listen to Chuck and Chernoff weekdays during our 4 o'clock hour for your chance to win Braves tickets on 680 The Fan.
Great to have you with us. First game of this series, Braves and the Reds from Great American Ballpark right here on the banks of the Ohio River in downtown Cincinnati. Braves will be coming out of the third base dugout tonight, and this evening wearing their navy blue uniform tops, gray pants, red lettering, red numerals, outlined in white, Atlanta across the chest on top of the tomahawk. Meanwhile, the Reds will be wearing their red uniform tops this evening, white pants, white lettering, white numerals, all outlined in black, and reds across the chest of their red uniforms. Cash in on the baseball action with Prize Picks, the official daily fantasy sports partner of the Atlanta Braves. Download Prize Picks, use code BRAVES, and get $50 instantly when you play $5. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details. Behind the plate calling balls and strikes this evening is Ryan Wills. The crew chief and first base umpire is Lance Barksdale. Will Little will be at second base, and Ryan Additon is the third base umpire. Also, folks, want to remind you about the Tire Discounters Round Tripper Home Run promotion, offering Braves fans a next-day instant savings on sets of select tires, plus a free alignment and a free oil change. The more homers the Braves hit, the bigger the deals at Tire Discounters. Learn more at braves.tirediscounters.com. Braves and the Reds seeing each other for the first time since May. The Reds were in Atlanta for 4 games. Braves won 3 of 4 as the Reds are taking the field now behind their starting pitcher, Andrew Abbott. Braves had a good series versus Cincinnati, but that was back in May. But here lately, the Braves have played some good baseball in this ballpark, and they're hoping that that's the case this go-round because it has not been an enjoyable road trip to this point. So looking for a turnaround in the 2 games they'll play here before this series shifts to Bristol for the game at the Speedway. The Braves went 2-1 here in this ballpark last season. It was the 3rd consecutive season in which Atlanta has won 2 of 3 or better in this ballpark, and the club has not lost a series in this park since 2019, and hoping for more of that tonight, but taking on a very tough pitcher. Here's the leather for Cincinnati. Spencer Steer is at first base. Matt McClain is at second base. Ellie De La Cruz, the shortstop, and Ke'Bryan Hayes, the newest Red, is at third. In the outfield for Cincinnati, Jake Fraley is in left. Will Benson is the center fielder. Noelvi Marte is in right field. The catcher for the Reds is Tyler Stevenson, and Darren on the mound, the left-hander Andrew Abbott. And what are these Braves hitters going to see from this southpaw tonight?
Well, Andrew Abbott really likes his 4-seamer, and I can understand why, because it is a plus pitch. You know, it's not, as I mentioned earlier, it doesn't jump off the page in terms of the numbers it puts on the radar gun, but he really locates it. He's got great action. So that 4-seamer is the star of the show. He throws that about half the time. Right-hander's going to see a lot of changeups. Lefties, a lot of sweepers as well. So he also mix in a cutter and a curveball. So, but those 3 pitches are the most of what you're going to see out of him.
And it's all worked for him for the season, 8-1 with a 2.09 ERA. And he's really hit a hot stretch of late. I mean, going back to his last loss, he's taken his game to another gear and has been outstanding for about the last half dozen outings. This will be his 19th start of the season. His last go-round was against the Rays on the 26th. Went 6 innings, giving up just 1 run on 2 hits. Walked 3, struck out 7, and got a no decision in a game the Reds won. He'll face Profar, Olsen, and Riley at the top of the first. Profar's ready, and now for the ball game. The first pitch misses low. Underway at 7:12 here in Cincinnati. And 75 degrees under overcast skies over the top of Cincinnati, Ohio. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and Profar is going to take a ball a little bit low and outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Time of the first pitch brought to you by Schumann Farms. Look for Real Sweet brand Vidalia onions from Schumann Farms in a store near you. Here's the 2-0 pitch on the way from Abbott. And that's hit a mile high on the infield. Shortstop Ellie De La Cruz waiting for it to descend into his glove. He opens it right over the top of his red cap and puts it away, and one down. For Andrew Abbott, he's allowed one earned run or fewer in 14 of 18 starts. And Darren, of all the numbers that I was studying up on him, that's the one that jumped off the page the most to me.
Yeah, everybody I've talked to about Abbott, they praise his composure on the mound and that he never loses his head. He always has a plan to attack these hitters, so a very smart pitcher.
Pitch to Matt Olson, pounded up the middle on a base hit. That whiz just to the right of second base and into center field. And a one-out single for Matt Olson.
And when you got a guy that can really think along at the game speed out there on the mound, that's going to help you avoid those big blow-up starts where you go out and you give up 6-7 earned runs. So he's always in control of his game. Maybe get some early action going against him here, maybe knock him off that game a little bit.
That would be nice. Look, the numbers that he's put up, very impressive, but I think there's another element of that given that this is his home ballpark and it's such a hitter-friendly yard. There's a called strike. 0-1 on Austin Riley. Riley batting .264 on the season. 0-1 from Abbott. And a swing and a miss at a fastball down. For Abbott, since his last loss, he's gone 3-0 with a 1.99 ERA. That covers 8 starts since his last loss. Last loss was to the Brewers on June 4th. 0-2 pitch and a fly ball towards deep right field. Noelvi Marte now drifting in under it and makes the catch out in right field. No score, top of the first inning. Runner at first and 2 down for Marcell Ozuna. Abbott, in 10 starts at home this season in a very hitter-friendly yard, has posted a 1.93 ERA here. He's not much worse on the road, a 2.28 road ERA, but 1.93 in this ballpark. He's got something figured out.
Yeah, that's good work here.
First pitch to Ozuna, and there's a called strike.
Yeah, and you think a small ballpark, maybe a ground ball pitcher is the way he's finding that success, but he is not. He's an extreme fly ball pitcher, but they're very weak fly balls.
0-1 pitch, and Ozuna takes a curveball high.
That's all right. You always hear the foundation of pitching is disrupting the hitter's timing. Well, it's also making him hit the ball softly, and that's what Andrew Abbott excels at.
Abbott, 26 years old. He's out of South Boston, Virginia. 1-1 pitch to Ozuna. And a fastball in for a called strike. 6 feet tall, 195-pound lefty. And the Braves have seen him once in his career. That was back in May in Atlanta. 5 scoreless innings, struck out 8 and got a no decision in a game the Braves won. Check swing, he did not go, says Lance Barksdale down at first, and a 2-2 count. In fact, the only other time the Braves saw Andrew Abbott, that start that I mentioned back in May in Atlanta, the game went extra racks, and it was this man, Marcell Ozuna, who won the game with a walk-off single. Now looking for a base hit to keep the first inning alive. 2-2, missed high and outside with a changeup, 3-2. So that start against Abbott back in May, the only time the Braves have ever seen this southpaw. It's his 3rd season in the big leagues, all at Cincinnati. Olson will take off here. There he goes. 3-2, sent foul up into the upper deck down the right field line. Abbott's gotten better and better in his career. 26-17 his career record, and a 3.29 ERA. Runner at first, 2 down, and the 3-2 missed low and into Ozuna. Tried a fastball. He missed with ball 4. That'll put runners at first and second. And as we're covering this game tonight, I think of all the names that you thought might move today, is number 20 running down to first base right now.
Yeah, not much action today for the Braves on the trade deadline. One of the big days on the calendar for Major League Baseball. But Marcell is strictly a DH, and that does complicate the teams that you can trade him to. 2
down for Ozzy Albies. He'll swing and send one foul.
It used to be even harder when only the AL had the designated hitter. Now you got 30 teams with the DH, but still, there's not a lot of teams playing a full season without a capable hitter in that DH spot.
Right.
So I guess nobody really made a big try at it.
0-1 pitch, low and in, 1-1. I think the two names that you are watching for more than any other two players, Ozuna, as we just mentioned, and Raisel Iglesias. And both stay with the Braves as the Braves made no moves today at the trade deadline. Rafael Montero was moved to Detroit yesterday. 1-1 pitch. And Ozzie lines one out to short, caught by Ellie De La Cruz. And there's the third out. So the Braves threaten with a few men on base, but can't score. We head to the bottom of the first inning. Braves nothing, and the Reds coming up when we come back.
Hi there. I'm a four-leaf clover. You know, the lucky thing you used to look for. But now, with Lucky 7 scratchers from the Georgia Lottery, nobody wants me anymore.
There's a reason nobody picks you, dude. It's because I'm luckier.
Whatever, horseshoe. Shouldn't you be clomping down the street or something?
Shouldn't you be covered in weed spray?
This is my radio commercial.
For things not as lucky
They're
as
all the luck you
horseshoes.
need. Win up to $2 million with the Lucky 7 scratchers from the Georgia Lottery.
There's a tidal wave of clean car happiness sweeping across Braves country. Tidal Wave Auto Spa is your go-to car wash destination for a game day ready ride. Experience Major League Clean at Tidal Wave, the official car wash of the Atlanta Braves. Stay clean car happy all season long with membership discounts, exclusive giveaways, and more. Visit TidalWaveAutospa.com/Braves for details.
My car is happy. I am happy. Tidal Wave Auto Spa.
Welcome to Dugout Radio, the undisputed home of Boomtown Baseball.
The Wi-Fi is booming with Xfinity, baby. Our next caller is Stacy. How do you stay locked in on every pitch and play?
We stream it all live on Xfinity Internet with low lag, 99.99% network reliability, and speeds faster than a base runner beating the throw to home plate.
I stream on my TV, tablets, even my smart fridge. Smart fridge?
With all those games, we gotta refuel.
Stream live baseball with Wi-Fi built for the biggest moments. Xfinity. Restrictions apply. Actual speeds vary, not guaranteed.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Atlanta Braves and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Atlanta Braves.
Hey everybody, Buck Bellew here. When the Braves don't play at 7, join me for the new Buck Bellew Show here on the Fan, 680 and 93.7, home of the Braves.
Reds coming to the plate for the first time tonight. No score to the bottom of the first inning, and the 16-year vet Carlos Carrasco on the mound. His first pitch has a brave. His ball a little bit low, 1 ball and no strikes. Alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick, Ben Ingram here with you. Third series in this road trip of the Braves. Carrasco brings it. And a called strike on Matt McLean. The leather for Atlanta. Matt Olson at first base. Ozzie Albies at second. Nick Allen, the shortstop. Austin Riley's at third base. Get to the Braves outfield after the 1-1 to McLean. Right-on-right matchup, and McLean takes ball a little bit low and outside, missed with a heater. In left field tonight for the Braves, Jerickson Profar. Michael Harris on patrol in center field. Eli White mans right field. Sean Murphy the catcher, and the righty Carlos Carrasco on the mound. 2-1, big swing and a miss, good cutter there, 2-2. Carrasco, the righty from Venezuela, 38 years old. 6'4", 225 pounds. And tonight is his 333rd Major League appearance over 16 years. Ball low and outside, 3-2. And while he'd not been in the big league since early May, Darren, his numbers lately at AAA have been pretty solid.
Yeah, you know, you mentioned he's been around for a long time, 14 seasons, and he knows how to pitch. So he goes to AAA, and he's going to mow down some hitters down there.
3-2, popped up, spinning foul. Olson and Murphy in foul ground in between the Reds dugout and the first base line. There's room enough there for Olson to get there and make the catch.
You know, a young Carlos Carrasco sitting at 96, 97, just throwing absolute gas. And now, you know, Father Time is undefeated, so he's throwing a little bit slower these days, but he still knows how to pitch. You know, he's a master of sequencing and in command. So, as I mentioned, his numbers when he was with the Yankees, the big club, they don't jump off the page, but you send him to AAA, and he's going to do some good work there. Hopefully parlay that into some good work here.
That'd be great. Noelvi Marte takes a ball inside. Yeah, earlier this season with the Yankees, he was 2-2 with a 5.91 ERA. That was through 8 appearances, 6 of which were starts. but he made 11 appearances in AAA. 1-0 pitch in the air down the right field line, slicing towards foul territory. White at the railing and makes the catch right up against the sidewall. And he had just enough room to get over there. Nice play by Eli White, and 2 down here in the first inning. So stuff-wise, what should we expect to see from this version of Carlos Carrasco?
The kitchen sink. His favorite pitch, his best pitch is probably his slider. That's his biggest strikeout pitch. Whenever he's in a bind, that's where he's going to go. Throws that about a third of the time. Also mixes in the 2 fastballs, the sinker, the 4-seamer, and has a good changeup and a good curveball. As I mentioned, command is the biggest thing for him.
Ellie De La Cruz swings and misses at a first pitch sinker. Well, Carrasco had heated up in his last 4 go-rounds at AAA. In fact, in his last 4 starts with AAA, 4-0 with a 2.05 ERA. That was with Scranton Wilkes-Barre. 1-1 pitch and a fly ball deep to center. Michael Harris has a bead on it, makes the catch, and down they go 1-2-3. So a solid start for Carlos Carrasco. We go to the top of the second, no score.
Bam! All the stars are aligning this month at True Art, and Simply Sports CBD is in beast mode. Our NSF-certified 25 milligram CBD gummies, strawberry charged with zinc and vitamin C, supercharge athletes for the slugfest spectacle and shining star game. Pop a Simply Sports CBD gummy, crush fatigue, lock in laser focus, and power through like you're smashing 500-foot dingers. Simply Sports CBD, proud partner of your Atlanta Braves. Sprint to simplysportscbd.com and dominate Braves country.
Hard hit ball to short, scooped up and tossed to second. Quick turnaround, it's going to be close. Throws it to first, and he's out. Double play.
A Braves double play is a well-oiled machine, just like Valvoline Instant Oil Change. We'll change your oil in about 15 minutes while you stay in your car. The only thing that'll be out here is your old oil. Drive into your neighborhood Atlanta location today. No appointment needed. Valvoline Instant Oil Change is a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A. The A in Chick-fil-A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
Hey Atlanta, it's the little things we do together that can make a big difference. Atlanta area Chick-fil-A restaurants are teaming up with the Atlanta Braves Foundation on the Home Plate Project to help fight food security for families in need. Show your support by visiting braves.com/homeplate to learn more about food distributions in your area.
We in the locker room want to send you to a Braves game. This is Shawn Michaels reminding you that a pair of tickets is up for grabs during our 7 o'clock hour every weekday morning on 680 The Fan.
No score into the top of the second alongside Darren O'Day. Ben Ingram here with you. Hey, Atlanta, it's the little things that we do together that can make a big difference. Atlanta area Chick-fil-A restaurants are teaming up with the Atlanta Braves Foundation on the Home Plate Project to help fight food insecurity for families in need. Show your support by visiting braves.com/homeplate to learn more about food distributions in your area. No score into the top of the second inning. Now the Braves getting another crack at Andrew Abbott, the left-hander out of the University of Virginia. When he was in high school, he was the Gatorade High School Player of the Year. Not only was he a really good baseball player, he was a good swimmer. Part of the swim team for 4 years in high school. First pitch that he shows is a fastball that's in there for a called strike on Sean Murphy. Murphy, Harris, and White, 6, 7, and 8 for the Braves here in the top of the second. Lefty Abbott. Simple delivery, kicks and fires. And a ball low and outside. One of Andrew Abbott's summer league coaches when he was in high school, playing some summer ball there in between high school seasons, was Billy Wagner, who was just inducted into the Hall of Fame. So he got some Hall of Fame tutelage when he was coming up in high school. 1-1 pitch, almost hit Murphy, 2 balls and a strike. What a good one to learn from, huh?
Yeah, right? Billy Wagner, well, one of my favorite players to watch growing up. Just loved watching him pitch, shut down those games.
Yeah, great career. And a Brave for a portion of his career. There's a ball low and outside. Abbott played his college ball at the University of Virginia and then was a second-round draft choice of the Reds in 2021 and an all-star this season. 3-1 to Murphy, and he missed high with a cutter. So a couple of walks here early for Andrew Abbott. Now the Braves looking to make something out of it. Michael Harris will be the batter. Second inning means it's the Toyota Stolen Base Challenge inning. And hit the Braves still a base this inning. Our contestant Anthony Jones will win $250 in free marathon gas cards. Michael Harris batting .231 on the season. First pitch over for a called strike. You can enter the Toyota Stolen Base Challenge by visiting Braves.com/Stolen Base Challenge. And for our contestant Anthony Jones, I got good and bad news for you. Good news is you got a base runner. Bad news is Sean Murphy. 0-1 a reach and a miss at a sweeper and an 0-2 count. Not that Murphy couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But it's not like he's Usain Bolt out there.
Yeah, he's still sitting on a goose egg in the stolen base column this season.
He has one for his career. That was back in 2022. Wow. So it's possible.
Westminster.
Never heard of it.
He was 3 years younger than Wiley.
Never heard of him.
Wonder in baseball if Wiley showed him the ropes when Wiley was a senior.
No score, top of the second. There's a chopper out towards third, and that'll go foul. The catcher for the Yankees that day was Jose Trevino. Oh. That's the one player that Sean Murphy has a steal against. You were back with the Braves in 22, weren't you?
Yes.
1-2 to Eli White. Swung on, miss. That time got a fastball by him. And there's the first strikeout of the game for Abbott.
So I have an answer, Ben. Russ Nixon holds the record for most career games without a stolen base. He was on base 863 times, never stole a base. Second is Ryan Hannigan, 626 times without stealing a base, both catchers. Makes sense, right?
Yeah.
The one position where it's okay to be a little lead-footed.
That's good research by you. That was quick research. There's a ball low to Nick Allen. No score, top of the second. Runner at first, that's Sean Murphy. And the pitch on the way from Abbott. There's a called strike, make it a 1-1 count. See if Allen can get aboard, get back to the top of the order to Jerks and Profar. Braves coming off a game where they lost 1-0 yesterday to the Royals. Ball inside, 2 balls and a strike. That is just how it's gone for the Braves this season. Look, you go back to first 2 games in Kansas City, and runs were easy to come by. And then all of a sudden, all the bats just went quiet. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And Allen takes a ball low and outside. And you might say that's one of the biggest issues for the Braves this season, just the inconsistency offensively, where you might have one game they score 10 runs, then you might have a week where they score 6 runs.
It's hard to win playing like that.
3-1 to Allen, and he pops one up in the infield. Key Brian Hayes and catcher Tyler Stevenson looking skyward. It's Stevenson's ball, makes the catch right back to the batter's circle, and there's the third out. So the Braves get a leadoff walk, but that's it. We go to the bottom of the second inning, no score.
Go ahead, caller. Got a question for Michael Harris II?
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza, after he hit an 8th-inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Off Base is coming in a brand new format. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs as they explore all the baseball buzz across social media, pop culture, and around the majors. The Off Base Podcast, Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network. The MLB Network Podcast is here. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance, Sundays at 11:30 Eastern.
Radio home, the Atlanta Braves, 680 The Fan, and of course the Fan app.
All right, into the bottom of the second here in Cincinnati. No score, Braves at Reds. It'll be Austin Hayes, Spencer Steer, and Jake Fraley up to the plate for Cincinnati here in the bottom of the second. Folks, only the original Louisiana brand hot sauce is bold enough to be the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some. Alongside Darren O'Day and our producer engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you. Watching Carlos Carrasco on the mound tonight, making his Braves debut. He has gone undefeated in his career against the Reds. Looking for more of that tonight. Been a while since he's seen them, though. Big chopper that kangaroos out to short, taken on a chest-high hop by Nick Allen. And he's sure-handed as anybody out there. Makes the play in a 6-3 put-out of Austin Hayes. For Carrasco, he's seen the Reds 9 times in his career. 5-0 with a 3.24 ERA. But this is the first time he's seen them since 2022. And actually, Darren, he hasn't appeared at this ballpark since 2017. I don't think there are too many pitchers that are going to say boo-hoo if they go 6-7 years without pitching in this ballpark.
Right, lucky him.
Spencer Steer takes the ball outside.
This is really is a tough ballpark to pitch in. Fly balls get over the fence, so you got to be tough. You got to stay in your lanes here as a pitcher.
1-0 pitch. There's a fly ball to deep left. Profar racing back with urgency to the warning track, circles off his route, and makes the catch in front of the wall.
And that is the first mislocated fastball we've seen from Carrasco here today. He's been doing a really good job of, I said stay in your lanes. That means stay on the edges of the plate. He's done a really nice job of staying down in the corners with that sinker, which does have really nice action on it here tonight. So if he can keep locating like that, he's going to be just fine.
You give yourself a shot when you're locating that pitch that way. 2 down for Jake Fraley. No score, bottom of the second. Fraley takes a first pitch curveball over for a strike. Well, for Carrasco, I should say, 16 seasons in the big leagues, 112 wins. There's a ball low, missed with a curveball. He won 18 games in 2017. That was a career high, and he also led the league in wins that year and finished 4th in Cy Young voting. 1-1 from Carrasco, sent foul into the seats. But of all the wins he's picked up in his career, the biggest win was beating leukemia in 2019. Certainly a scary stretch for Carlos and his family, but an amazing job battling through leukemia, number one, and then getting back onto the field and continuing his career. Just an amazing individual. Pitch misses, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Braves are his 4th team. He's pitched with Cleveland and both New York teams, and now with Atlanta. 2-2 pitches low, 3-2.
I introduced myself to Carrasco today. Never met him before, but I feel like I do know him because former teammate of both of ours, Josh Tomlin, never stopped talking about him.
Really?
He loved him. I was like, Josh, uncle, I get it. He's the best guy ever to walk the earth.
3-2 pitch. It's just a little bit high with a sinker.
So that's one of the ways you hang around as long as he has, is you're a great clubhouse guy, you're a good teammate, teammates like being around you. And so I told him today that, Tomlin, I know everything about you because of Tomlin. Welcome to the club, and, glad you're here. But, he's been through a lot in his career, on and off the field, and done it all with flying colors.
To the stretch to face Stevenson. And a first pitch slider over for a strike. You're not going to rattle him. You're not going to show him a situation that he's never seen before.
Right.
No score in the bottom of the second inning. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way from Carrasco. Stevenson awaits a long pause. Now the delivery. And he missed the inside corner, 1-1. So maybe the fastball isn't what it once was, but going back to your point from last inning, he can still pitch, he can still locate and get outs. Lead at first for Fraley. Offering to the plate, smacked in the air, out towards left center field. To the gap, this one flies and bounces in for a hit. Cutting it off, Michael Harris. 360 spin, sends it in. Coming around third base, Jake Fraley. Ozzie fires to the plate. Tag is late, 1-0 Reds. A gapper by Tyler Stevenson scores Jake Fraley all the way from first base. And he went into the plate with a headfirst slide just ahead of the throw from Ozzie Albies. And the Reds are on the board.
Yeah, Jake Fraley can really run. And with a good throw there from Michael Harris to Ozzie, you got a chance at the plate. But you mentioned the 360 spin throw, just a little bit off target. Third base coach J.R. House, late send for Fraley.
1-0 Reds, 2 down for Will Benson. He bats 8th in their order. Left-handed hitter sends one foul. Carrasco retired the first 5 batters he faced. Had a 1-2-3 first, then 2 up, 2 down here in the second. But a walk and a double. And the 0-1 pitch, and Benson hits one a mile high on the infield. Allen looking up into the cloudy sky above. Makes the one-handed catch over the top of his cap, and there's the third out. But the Reds on the board. 2-out walk followed by a double. And as we head to the top of the third inning, it's the Reds 1 and the Braves nothing.
Off Base is coming in a brand new format. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs as they explore all the baseball buzz across social media, pop culture, and around the majors. The Off Base Podcast, Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network. The MLB Network Podcast is here. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance, Sundays at 11:30 Eastern.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
For the Braves, it'll be the top of the order. Profar, Olsen, and Riley. Introducing the 5-year price guarantee from Xfinity. Get one consistent internet price for the next 5 years. No contracts, no curveballs. Braves finishing up the month of July tonight. We'll turn the calendar over tomorrow. Braves have gone just 7-17 in July and tied with the Rays with the worst mark in Major League Baseball this month. It has been a very rough July for Atlanta. And this is the Braves' worst winning percentage in any month since they went 5-18 in April of 2016. Jurickson Profar takes a called strike. That was a long time ago. Trying to finish up this month with a win. Trailing 1-0 here in the top of the third inning. Profar's 0 for 1 with a pop out. Offering from Abbott. That time got a curveball over, 0-2. Long road trip for the Braves to wrap up July and then start August. This is game 1 of this series, Braves and the Reds. Here's the 0-2 pitch on the way to Jurickson Profar. Profar takes the ball high. By Saturday, the final game of this series, when we wrap up this series from the Bristol Motor Speedway, the Braves will have played 5 different states in an 11-day span. There's the 1-2 pitch. And a fly ball, shallow right field. McLean, the second baseman, venturing out into shallow right, makes an over-the-shoulder catch, and one away here in the top of the 3rd inning. 5 states in 11 days. That's doing some moving.
10% of the union in 5 days. You're talking about those July numbers, and that's, it's not the numbers you expect out of this caliber of a ball club. And, it's just so many starting pitcher injuries that you just can't sustain them.
That'll kill you. Matt Olson swings and misses at a first pitch curveball.
And I think the thing that's happened this month is, the bullpen just can't cover all the innings. And so they've really been struggling. They've been a little bit exposed by all the work they've had to do.
Rolling to Olson, and he smacks one in the air out to first base, called by Spencer Steer. So line out is the second out, and 2 quick outs here in the top of the 3rd inning.
And as a result, the July, the bullpen had an ERA of 5.5. So that's by far their worst month. Those starting pitchers, when you got Chris Sale and Spencer Schwellenbach going out there giving you 7 innings every night, you can piece the other 2 together, but when you got to cover 4, 5, 6, you're in trouble.
2 down for Austin Riley, and he takes a first pitch strike. You may can sustain that for a week, but if you're talking about week upon week, and in this case, multiple weeks turning into a month, there's just not enough fuel to make that happen.
Yeah.
Riley fouls one back, 0-2.
And the Braves weren't playing up to their potential before all those injuries, but on any given night, the most important person on your team is that starting pitcher.
Yes.
And so when you're doing a complete line change, 5 new pitchers, it's really tough.
0-2 to Riley, and a fastball misses high, 1-2. 1-0 Reds. We're in the top of the 3rd inning. An RBI double by Tyler Stevenson drove in Jake Fraley in the bottom of the 2nd. And Andrew Abbott pitching with a 1-run lead. 1-2 pitch. And Riley takes a sweeper low. Braves have 1 hit, a single by Olson in the 1st inning. Also a couple of walks. And no runs yet. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Riley takes a ball way outside. That changeup nowhere near. So if Riley can reach, Ozuna would come to the plate. Three-two pitch. And Riley hits one in the air towards left field. Back goes De La Cruz. Coming in now, Fraley. And the left fielder makes the catch in medium depth left field. Braves go down in order. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. 1-0 Cincinnati.
Have you ever wondered if there...
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan, and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
Everything looks good right now for the Yankees.
First take from the players.
I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
And the first of many breakdowns before the first pitch. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show. Weekdays at 5 Eastern on MLB Network.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Tickets during our 7 o'clock hour every weekday morning on 680 The Fan.
breezy, overcast night here in Cincinnati. 1-0 Reds into the bottom of the third inning. Brian Hayes climbing in as a Red for the first time. He was just acquired from Pittsburgh. Guy who has a Gold Glove on his mantle. Now playing the hot corner for Cincinnati. There's a ball outside from Carrasco. Alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you. Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. 1-0 from Carrasco. There's a little shot out to first, caught out of the air by Matt Olson, and one away here in the bottom of the third inning. This is a Reds team that comes into the action tonight. 5 games over 500 in the Central. They're currently in third place in the Central. 7.5 games back of the pace set by the Brewers. Reds 57-52 for the year, and hanging in there. They feel like they've got a shot to make a run for this thing. Showing bunt, and missing now is Matt McLean. No balls and a strike. Into the action tonight, the Reds are 3 games back of the final wild card spot in the National League. Well, they're certainly within striking distance. 0-1 pitch. McLean swings wildly at a slider and misses. Right now, that National League wild card picture is the Cubs, the Phillies, and Padres 1, 2, 3. But the Reds right there knocking on the door, as they are 2.5 games ahead of the Cardinals and 3 games ahead of the Giants. 0-2. It's low and outside. And I think my question for you would be, if you had to put an identity on this Reds team, exactly what would it be?
Yeah, young, very athletic, and very talented.
1-2. There's a ball outside. 2-2.
Yeah, they have so many guys that just jump off the page in terms of just raw talent, and they have had a lot of starting pitching injuries. Their pitching is still middle of the pack, so pretty good.
2-2 pitch way outside. 3-2.
And when you consider where they do half of their work in this tiny little ballpark, pint-sized, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
But if they get some of their starting pitchers back, they've got a bunch of injuries there as well. They could really make a run here in the Central.
3-2 from Carrasco. And a hot shot out to second, but Ozzie on the other end, he's got it, throws over to first base for the out, 2 down. That's the one statistic you're talking about pitching in this ballpark. That's the one place where they're elite in anything. They're tied for first in ERA plus, which takes into consideration ballpark sizes and how the ballpark plays and all that.
Yeah.
But on both sides of the ledger, pitching as well as their offense, they're middle of the pack in just about everything. 11th in runs, 20th in homers, 14th in steals, 10th most strikeouts, 10th in walks. There's a called strike. They're 18th in slugging. That's on the offensive side. On the mound, 12th in team ERA, 14th most homers allowed, 14th most walks allowed, and the 17th most strikeouts. 0-1 ripped through the left side. A diving stop by Allen from shallow left, pops up, throws over too late. That was pounded by Noelvi Marte, and it was a nice job by Allen just to get leather on that thing. So it's a 2-out single by Marte. But finishing that point, I don't know if there's one thing that you point to and say they're elite in this department.
Well, the one thing that stuck out to me when I was researching them is they have 6 out of their 9 runners in the lineup tonight are plus runners. Tons of speed, but they're not stealing that many bases. Only 14th in stolen bases out of 30 teams. So, but they do put pressure on you on the bases.
Ellie De La Cruz fouls one off.
And the number one suspect is the man standing in the box right now. You know, Ellie De La Cruz, one of the most gifted players in the major leagues in terms of raw talent, power, speed, ability in the field. So that's what jumps off the page with me, is that they do have some potential to get better here in the near future.
That's a good point. But when the De La Cruz is low and outside, none of those numbers are bad. They're just not amongst the best. They're right there in the middle of the pack. So one thing you could say, you might say the identity of the team is their manager, Terry Francona. I mean, he's been a winner his entire career. 1-1 and a fly ball to deep center. Michael Harris sprinting back to the warning track. That is off the top of the wall and bouncing onto the batter's eye. It's a 2-run homer by Ellie De La Cruz, his 19th of the year, and it's 3-0 Reds here in the third inning. That was a missile to dead center, and it's 404 to the deepest part of the yard. And that's where he went with it as he takes Carrasco deep and gives the Reds a comfortable 3-run lead.
Yeah, we talked about how gifted he is, and that was just a line drive. I mean, that was absolutely smoked out to dead center. And a man that big and strong squares the ball up. That was just a fastball down the middle. Probably not getting it back.
Two down, and Carrasco right back in there with a called strike on Austin Hayes. That homer traveled 415 feet and came off De La Cruz's bat at 105 miles an hour. Huge wild swing and a miss by Hayes, 0-2. That bounced right at the top of that yellow line and shot off into that batter's eye. And just enough wood on it to get it out. A reach and a miss. He strikes him out on a slider. And that ends the bottom of the third. First strikeout of the game for Carrasco. But a 2-run homer by De La Cruz gives the Reds a 3-0 lead as we head to the fourth.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. Their net.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th-inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
Perfect balance.
Interviews with the players.
Get back to the fastballs. I know what that passion feels like.
And a little bit.
Keeping.
Behave properly.
Hey.
Of everything else.
Come on, Lawrence.
The window seats are. The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern. Only on MLB Network.
If you're not watching this show, you're the problem.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Stevenson made it 1-0 Cincinnati in the second, and then a 2-run homer by Ellie De La Cruz in the third inning has given the Reds this current 3-0 lead they enjoy right now. Marcell Ozuna to the plate for the Braves, and Ozuna takes a called strike from Andrew Abbott. Ben, Darren, and Jay Chad with you from Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Ozuna walked in the first inning. Pitch on the way from Abbott. That'll be swung on and missed. Folks here in Cincinnati are pointing to Abbott's numbers and saying, how come our guy isn't in the discussion for the National League Cy Young? 8-1 record, a 2.09 ERA for this southpaw. 2 pitch, that'll miss high. And I'll tell you this much, if he has another couple good months, he could find himself right there in the mix of that conversation. Here's the 1-2. That'll be lined into center, and that's in for a base hit. Ozuna aboard. Good swing there as he got a hold of a sweeper. And before Ozzie Albies climbs in, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Braves Radio Network.
Never miss a pitch of the Braves.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan, and streaming free on the Fan app.
3-0 Reds, top of the fourth inning. Runner at first, no one out. Northside Hospital for a healthier future together. Look to Northside. Ozzie Albies swings and fouls one back. Thinking about the Cy Young Award, would you like to guess how many Reds pitchers have ever won a Cy Young Award? Pretty low number.
Nobody's really jumping off the page for me.
Exactly. One. Oh, 1 pitch. Hot shot out to third, past a diving Key Brian Hayes, and down the left field line. Coming around second, heading for third base, Ozuna. He gets a stop sign there, and it's a double by Ozzie Albies. He was able to send a laser beam right on down the left field line, and the Braves in business. Runners at second and third, and no one out.
Yeah, that's tough work getting one by Brian Hayes down there at the hot corner. Probably the gold standard for defensively for third baseman in the league right now. Nice job by Ozzie sneaking one by him.
Hit that one really hard. So now a base hit could drive it a couple of runs. Bat in the hands of Sean Murphy. Braves down 3-0. Murphy takes one of the dirt. Yeah, the only Reds Cy Young Award winner. 2020.
Oh, I know.
You got it?
Trevor Bauer.
Trevor Bauer.
Gosh. It was a 50-game season, right?
60,
50,
yeah.
60.
But still. 1-0 pitch. Missed inside with a fastball.
Yeah, last I heard from him, he's struggling over there in Japan. You know what? Obviously got into some legal trouble here in the States. He's pitching over in Japan. In my little tiny brain, thought, I bet he was in a lot of first in lines as a child.
Oh, no doubt.
Or first desk in the room.
3-0 pitch in for a strike. You know, he was at the top of the roll every single time.
Every time.
Every class.
ABB.
Hitters count for Murphy. 3-1 pitch, and he swings and hits one way up in the air towards foul ground. Down the right field line to the tarp and out of room is Spencer Steer. Went into the screen and then came down the screen. Gave it best effort, but he needed another 3 or 4 feet to even think about making that grab, so 3-2. Folks, you need all the energy you can get for game day. At Georgia Power, we know that energy costs are an important part of every budget. We're committed to providing tools and assistance to make a difference. You can save energy for the game. Learn more at georgiapower.com/myenergy. 3-0 Reds. Top of the fourth inning, no one out. Runners at second and third. 3-2, he misses low with a fastball. That's low to the bases. And the second time he's walked Sean Murphy in the game. Well, that loads him up for Michael Harris. And with one big swing, he could give the Braves the lead. Meanwhile, pitching coach Derek Johnson's going to walk out there to the mound. And he's going to visit with his hurler, Andrew Abbott, as the bases are loaded and no one out. Braves haven't scored a run since Tuesday. They picked up 2 runs in the 8th inning of that game in Kansas City on Tuesday. They were shut out yesterday, losing 1-0 in 10 innings, and have yet to score this one.
Yeah, sometimes referring to yesterday's game, Kansas City deployed a bullpen game. Sometimes that's really tough on hitters. Not making excuses for our lineup. They know they didn't hit well yesterday, but it's tough to face that many different guys all in a row. So that could be challenging. Look to correct that here today.
Well, a guy who has really turned things around lately is at the plate right now, and Michael Harris. Left-on-left matchup. First pitch to Harris. Ground ball right side, and a bullet into right field to drive in a run. Ozuna will score. Everybody else moves up one base. And the Braves on the board after the RBI single for Michael Harris. It's a 3-1 game. Jumped on the first pitch and shot it in between McLean and Steer. He has been swinging the bat so well on this road trip. And like Snit told us, it really goes back to the series in St. Louis right before the All-Star break. Made an adjustment. Things started to change. First pitch on the way to Eli White. He swings and misses at a changeup. But since the All-Star break, well, he's really taken it up a notch or even 2, especially on this road trip. That was Harris's 50th RBI of the year. 0-1 to White. And he pops one up, right side. First baseman Spencer Steer under it. Infield fly rule is in effect and 2 down. Rather, 1 down, I should say. So 1 out, and that'll bring Nick Allen to the plate.
Yeah, going back to Michael's swing change, it's, a lot of fans were complaining about his approach, swinging everything. Well, he's still swinging everything. But now when he swings, he's hitting the ball hard, and he's launching it a little bit higher in the air because of those mechanical changes, and he's getting rewarded with more extra base hits.
Nick Allen over 1. He swings and sends one foul. You and I are looking at some of the metrics on his swing and the results here over the last couple of weeks, and it's such a humongous difference for Michael.
Yeah, drastic. Yeah, everything's trending the direction you want to see it go for Michael.
0-1 to Allen. He'll send one foul. Honestly, there's a stretch there where you couldn't go any lower than where he was with some of those numbers. And I hate to put it that way, but it was just that bad for a long time.
Yeah.
But since the adjustment, the numbers have skyrocketed.
Yeah. And that's the name of the game at this level, is how long does it take you to make an adjustment?
0-2 to Allen. And a changeup misses outside. 1-2.
Yeah, it looks... this is a pitcher talking, but to me it looks like the adjustments he's made is keeping his barrel in the strike zone a little bit longer, and he's hitting up on the ball a little bit more, as I mentioned before.
1-2 to Nick Allen, and he'll swing and ground one out to third. Hayes has it. They go to second. There's one. McLean to first, and that's in time for 2. So the Braves have the bases loaded, no one out. They pick up just the 1 run. They wanted a lot more, but they'll live with just the 1 run for now. Altogether, 1 run, 2 hits, no.
Off Base is coming in a brand new format. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs as they explore all the baseball buzz across social media, pop culture, and around the majors. The Off Base Podcast, Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network. The MLB Network Podcast is here. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance, Sundays at 11:30 Eastern.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco. A home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Starting Monday, you've got a chance to win Braves tickets at noon and qualify for a trip to see Georgia Tech's opener in Colorado during the 4 o'clock hour. Get all of the details at 680thefan.com.
Reds 3, Braves 1. Into the bottom of the 4th inning. Spencer Steer leading it off for Cincinnati. Carrasco back to work, and a first pitch slider finds its mark over for a called strike. Alongside Darren O'Day, Ben Ingram here with you at Great American Ballpark in cloudy Cincinnati. Lights on, of course, here at the ballpark. Overcast skies. 0-1 pitch misses outside. Had a big rain come through this morning. Rained pretty hard come about 9 o'clock this morning. That cleared out, but the skies have been about the same ever since. Low ceiling of gray clouds. Ball low. Make it 2 balls and a strike on Spencer Steer. He flied out to left field back in the 2nd inning. Righty Carrasco kicks and fires. Low and outside, 3-1. This is the Tidal Wave Auto Spy inning, and Tidal Wave is making Brave country, clean car country all season long. If the Braves pitch a scoreless 4th inning tonight, Tidal Wave will offer half off the Best Wash membership tomorrow. Learn more at TidalWaveAutoSpa.com/Braves. 3-1 pitch. There's a strike. Slider right across the zone, about belt tie, 3-2. Not much of a breeze here at the ballpark. Those flags out in left center are motionless right now. Payoff pitch. Loop foul into the seats down the right field line. We got this game tonight there, and then we got the day game tomorrow. That'll be a 12:40 first pitch tomorrow. And then it's off to Bristol. It's going to be a big day.
I know. I'm fired up for that game. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. And he missed low with a slider. It's a leadoff walk, and the second walk allowed by Carrasco. This game coming up for the final game of this series has been a long time in the making. We've been talking about this for over a year now. And it'll be the Speedway Classic. Braves and Reds from the Bristol Motor Speedway there in Tennessee. And that's where the final game of this series will be played. Bat in the hands of Jake Fraley. Pickoff over to first base. Spencer Steer back in standing. Obviously, we won't see, I'll say in this case, the ballpark. And normally you'd say the racetrack. There's a baseball field there. All we've seen is pictures and videos of it. We won't see it till we get there. Offering on the way, that'll miss inside. But just the videos we have seen and the pictures that have been posted on social media enough to really wow you.
Yeah. I mean, the sheer scale of that facility is epic. And just to see them wedge that baseball field into the infield is going to be really neat.
1-0 pitch, ground ball foul down the right field line. That was close. Looked like it just missed the bag. But we could be setting a Major League Baseball attendance record. All-time attendance record, which we'd need over 80,000 for that. But that's what their expectations are. Do you imagine seeing close to 90,000 people at a baseball game?
No.
1-1 to Fraley. And he'll hit one of the air towards center field. Michael Harris spreading in, still spreading, can't get there. It lays down for a hit. Dinked it in into shallow center. Jake Fraley's on for the second time of the game.
Yeah, we were talking a couple road trips ago to Spencer Strider's father-in-law, who works in the NASCAR business. And he was saying on race days that traffic at Bristol is a gridlock at best. So it's going to be interesting. You know, it probably won't be at full capacity, I would imagine, for what they would get for a big race there. But yeah, it's going to be, I'm really excited to break an attendance record in Major League Baseball for a game that's been played for so long.
Yeah, it'll be historic. Runners at first and second for Tyler Stevenson. Stevenson takes a first pitch slider for a strike. So for those of you who are planning on being there, we look forward to seeing you in Bristol coming up on Saturday. And maybe you're on the fence. Hopefully this is our opportunity to convince you to maybe get that ticket and see at the racetrack. That'll be swung on and missed. 0-2. And of course, if you can't make it, you got us right here on the Braves Radio Network. We'll be bringing you all the action. Braves and Reds on Saturday night from the Bristol Motor Speedway. That'll be a 7:15 Eastern first pitch. 3-1 Reds as we're in the bottom of the fourth inning. Fraley at first, Steer at second. No one out. 0-2 pitch. Missed low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One ball and 2 strikes, and the offering on the way. Wave and a miss. That time got a good cutter by him. Second strikeout by Carrasco.
Really beautifully executed pitch there by Carrasco. Set that up with a changeup on the previous pitch down and in, and really showing the depth of his off-speed repertoire there.
1 out for Will Benson. He's 0 for 1 with a pop out to short. Benson takes a first pitch strike. Not a bad crowd tonight. On a Thursday night in Cincinnati. Ballpark about halfway full, maybe a little bit more. 0-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss and a changeup. 0-2. As we mentioned, the Braves over the last few seasons have had some good games and good series here in this ballpark. They're trailing 3-1 tonight. 0-1 from Carrasco, and Benson takes a ball outside. Benson batting 8th in the order. He is an Atlanta native out of Westminster High School. Ball outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Former first-round pick of Cleveland in 2016. He was traded here in 2023. 2-2 popped up again. This may reach the dugout. Coming over Riley. He's going to be able to make a play. And he's got it as he was running towards the Braves dugout. Slipped and fell once he squeezed it, but able to hold on to it. 2 down.
One aspect of the Major League trade deadline that not a lot of people talk about is what's happening here today. Carlos Carrasco and Sean Murphy have probably played against each other, but Murph's never caught him. So this is learning on the fly here. It's never even caught a bullpen. Pregame bullpen is probably the first time he sat behind his pitches.
Brian Hayes takes a strike.
So to try to put together a cohesive game plan there is a challenge for these guys here tonight and pitchers and catchers all across the league.
Carrasco glanced to second. 0-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss at a slider. If you were trying to, I guess the best way to put this is try to create some quick chemistry with a catcher.
Yeah.
How would you go about doing that? I know it's a little bit different, reliever versus starter.
Yeah.
But did you need to have a 5-minute chat with him? Did you need a pitch to him?
Absolutely. Hey, grab a seat. Let's talk.
There's the 0-2 pitch on the way from Carrasco. And that's lifted in the air. Shallow center. Ozzie Albies backpedaling onto the grass in right center, and he's got it for the out. So that ends the bottom of the 4th inning. Reds had 2 men on base. With no one out, they can't score. We go to the top of the 5th.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Off Base is coming in a brand new format. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs as they explore all the baseball buzz across social media, pop culture, and around the majors. The Off Base Podcast, Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network. The MLB Network Podcast is here. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance, Sundays at 11:30 Eastern.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Reds 3, Braves 1 into the top of the 5th inning alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you. That was a clean bottom of the 4th inning composed by Carlos Carrasco. That means tomorrow is a clean inning car wash celebration day at Tidal Wave Auto Spa. Jerks and Profar the batter, and he takes a fastball high from Andrew Abbott. Stop by tomorrow. Get half off the best wash membership for the first month. Braves country is clean car country thanks to Tidal Wave Auto Spa. Visit TidalWaveAutoSpa.com/Braves for more information. Swing and a miss at a changeup, 1-1. Profar 0 for 2, a pop out to short and another pop out to second. Trying to reach here versus Abbott to lead off the 5th. 1-1 curveball misses, 2 balls and a strike. I want you to pick back up on where we just were because you're talking about facing or taking on the challenge of working with a brand new catcher. And that'll be the case for a lot of the guys traded today. There's a ball high. And how you go about getting on the same page with a guy you've never even spoken with prior.
Yeah, so me being a pitcher, if a new catcher came to the team, I would ask, our starting catcher who's caught me many times to talk to him first.
There's a 3-1. And Profar with a fly ball to deep center. Benson going to go back. Benson to the warning track, to the wall, leaps in the air, and he's got it for the out. Somehow, he got leather on it. Then it looked like he juggled momentarily, but was able to secure the ball as his body went hard into the outfield wall. And while it might have jarred him, he held on to the baseball. And he may have robbed a homer. It might have hit off the top of the wall. It might have gone out, but either way, he squeezed it for the out.
It's a pretty stout impact out there for Benson. Tried to put a foot on the wall, and his foot slipped off. Luckily, his face broke his fall.
He's got a smile on his face now. I don't think he knows how he caught it, but the fact of the matter is he did. One down for Matt Olson, and Olson takes a strike.
So, we got a new catcher. I say, okay, Travis d'Arnaud, you go talk to him for 10 minutes, and then I'll find out what he learned from you, and then we'll talk.
Oh, one pitch outside.
We need to talk about. The big thing for me was, where do I want you to set up on the plate to the different-handed batters? When I throw a high fastball, do you want me to stand up or not? Stuff like that.
1-1 to Olson, and a pop-up on the infield. De La Cruz, the shortstop, calls off Hayes, and Ellie De La Cruz has the second out.
So here today, the situation we have a new pitcher. So likely what happened is Carrasco and Murphy sat down and talked, I would say 15, 20 minutes. These are my favorite sequences. This is my pitch when I'm in a jam. This is what I want to throw to the lefties and righties. If you see me doing this, tell me this. Shaking off.
Pitch from Abbott and the ball outside of Riley.
A lot of times with a catcher, if I shake, I want you to go to this pitch first, right? For the speed of the game, especially with the pitch clock. So there's a lot that goes into it, and it really is like speed dating.
1-0 pitch, and Riley sends one foul. I would imagine the process is a little bit easier when you have a guy in Carrasco who's been pitching for 16 years, and Murphy's been catching in the big leagues for 7 years. That probably speeds it up a little bit, doesn't it?
Yes, it definitely helps.
3-1 Reds, top of the fifth. Riley takes the ball high, 2-1.
And we talked about Carrasco's. He's a pitcher. Pitchability is off the charts. So he's got a good idea of how to attack these hitters as well. He'll probably call his own game.
2-1 to Riley, in the air to right field. Noel V. Marte drifting to his left, slows under it. He's got it for the out. The Braves go down 1-2-3 in the fifth. We're halfway home. We go to the bottom of the fifth inning. Cincinnati 3, Braves 1.
Go ahead, caller. Got a question?
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Off Base is coming in a brand new format. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs as they explore all the baseball buzz across social media, pop culture, and around the majors. The Off Base Podcast, Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network. The MLB Network Podcast is here. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance, Sundays at 11:30 Eastern.
The Fan, 680 and 93.7, home of the Braves.
Reds 3, Braves 1 into the bottom of the 5th inning. Folks, did you know the original Louisiana brand hot sauce is the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves, made with peppers, vinegar, and salt, and the perfect balance to make the food you're eating taste better. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some. Matt McClain leads off for the Reds. Takes the ball low and outside. He's the leadoff hitter, and he's 0 for 2 with a pop out to first and a ground out to second. McClain batting .215 on the year. No swing and foul went off, 1-1. We were talking earlier about this being the trade deadline day across Major League Baseball. You brought up a really good point. There are only 3 games on the Major League schedule today. So for players who are traded, being off today for most players, that makes it a lot easier for them.
Yeah, you got a lot more time. If you're anticipating being traded, you could pack up preemptively and get your ducks in a row. You know, it's really a challenge when you get pulled from a game to go somewhere else. Just so happens trade deadline fell on a Thursday. You know, Mondays and Thursdays are the only normal off days you'll see during the regular season. So, yeah, it works out for those guys.
1-1 to McClain, and he'll rip one deep down the left field line, hooking to the corner. That's a fair ball, and one hopping to the wall. McClain, very fleet of foot, cruises into second base standing, and it's a leadoff double for the Reds second baseman. That'll put him in scoring position for Noelvi Marte. That looked like a hanger belt high. McClain at second. Here's Marte. He has singled and scored. Reds 3, Braves 1. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Carrasco back at it, showing bunt, pulling back and taking a strike. Marte. Well, this day in 2018, thought this would be a good day for this day in baseball history because it involves you, Darren O'Day.
Oh, wow.
July 31st, 2018. You're traded at the deadline in 18. 0-1 pitch, that'll be fouled back. And you're traded by the Orioles with Kevin Gausman to the Braves for Brett Cumberland, J.C. Encarnacion, Evan Phillips, Bruce Zimmerman, and international bonus slot money. And if that trade's not made, you're not sitting here on the Braves Radio Network tonight.
You're absolutely right there. What a day, yeah. I'll never forget that one.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. There's a ball outside. You had 10-5 rights as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I had 10 years in the major leagues and 5 consecutive with the team I was on. So, like Marcelo Ozuna, I had the full veto power on any trade.
1-2 to Marte. Ground ball to the left side. Deep in the hole. Allen slides to it. Pops up, has no play. It'll be a base hit for Marte. McClain stays put at second. And Allen's ability just to range hard to his right and get leather on it keeps McClain from advancing, but it is a single for Marte. That'll put 2 men aboard for the most dangerous man in the order, Ellie De La Cruz, who's already homered in this game. Belted a 2-run homer to straightaway center field back on the 3rd inning. This will be Carrasco's 70th pitch of the game. De La Cruz with a big swing and fouls one back. So once they presented that to you, did you have to take too long to think about coming to Atlanta?
I got so excited because I already had a home in Atlanta that I intended to move to eventually in the offseason, and I didn't have to think hard about that one. My wife and I had already talked. That's one place we really wanted to go.
0-1 pitch, low and in, 1-1.
And that's, I got lucky. I had some control over where I went, and I landed in a really good spot on a team that I knew from watching from afar was on the come-up. I almost signed with Atlanta 2016 when I was a free agent, but I knew the team wasn't quite ready to compete, and it was going to be a few years. But it all worked out in the end. I just waited a couple and made it my way over there.
1-1 pitch. De La Cruz swings and misses at a changeup, 1-2. And now you're home after your playing career and on the radio with us.
That's right.
Ball and 2 strikes on De La Cruz. And here it is from Carrasco. A big lunge and a miss at a changeup. Doubled up on that pitch and strikes him out. That's a big strikeout for Carrasco.
Yeah, really pretty pitch. Needed that one there to keep this game close. A lot of late movement on it. Looks like a fastball out of the hand and just dies a slow death on its way to the plate.
That's probably what he was wishing he had thrown back in the third inning.
Yeah.
As De La Cruz hit one 415 feet. Now it's Austin Hayes to the plate, 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. And he'll pop one back our way and just shy of our booth. We're within striking distance in this booth, but the windows don't open as high as some of these other windows around Major League Baseball. So you'd really have to have a pinpoint shot to get one into our booth. A 1 to Hayes. Popped up, shallow right, coming in Eli White. Eli is under this thing, and he's got it for the out. Runners hold at first and second. Meanwhile, Dane Dunning is tossing in the Braves bullpen. Well, you don't have to rely on this every single inning.
Yeah.
But Carrasco's done a pretty nice job once men are aboard and limiting damage as he stranded 2 men on last inning, trying to do that again here.
Yeah. That's that maturity that comes with his time he's put in the major leagues. Just trying to control what he can control, make one good pitch after the other, and then find your way out of this traffic.
Here's his 76th pitch of the game, and he deals to Spencer Steer. Missed inside with a changeup. 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Reds. 1 run, 4 hits, no errors for the Braves. Reds have McLean at second, Marte at first. Steer, a 242 hitter. And he'll take a strike, that time a sinker down to the outside corner. Steer with 11 home runs this season. Right-on-right matchup on the 1-1. Missed high with a fastball, and that bounced off the glove of Murphy down to the dirt in front of him. Runners don't budge, 2-1. Carrasco set right of the letters. 2-1 pitch and a fly ball to deep center. Going to send back Michael Harris. He's got a bead on it. Back into his right, makes the catch shy of the warning track. And down they go there in the bottom of the 5th inning, stranding runners at first and second. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. Off to the 6th we go.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
Perfect balance.
Interviews with the players.
Get back to the fastballs. I know what that passion feels like.
And a little bit.
Keeping.
You behave properly.
Hey.
Of everything else.
Come on, Marlins.
The window seats are. The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern. Only on MLB Network.
If you're not watching this show, you're the problem.
It's great to have you with us as we bring you game 1 of this series of 3 between the Braves and the Reds. Games 1 and 2 here in Cincinnati, and then game 3. It'll be the Bristol Speedway Classic at the racetrack there in Bristol. Can't wait for that. 3-1 Reds into the top of the 6th. And a call strike on Marcell Ozuna. He doesn't like that call. It's the Georgia Lottery home run jackpot inning. Introduce you to our contestant after the 0-1 pitch from Abbott to Ozuna. And the 0-1 outside. If the Braves hit a homer here in the top of the 6th inning, our contestant, Dono Pettis from Grovetown, Georgia, won $1,150. And if you'd like to enter for your chance to win at least $1,000 from the Georgia Lottery, Pitch on the way to Ozuna, fouled back. Just visit 680thefan.com/GA Lottery. Georgia Lottery, today could be the day. So pulling for Dono Pettis, as he would be our winner with a home run here in the top of the 6th inning. Ozuna had a couple of home runs in that Kansas City series. 1-2 pitch, missed inside with a fastball. Good take there, 2-2. Andrew Abbott up to 81 pitches. This left-hander with an 8-1 record brings the 2-2, and he misses low with a changeup. He has walked 3 men tonight, including Ozuna back in the first inning. Abbott with strawberry blonde hair flipping out of the back of his red cap and an attempt at a mustache. Here's the 3-2 pitch. And there's ball 4 inside. Missed with a fastball and a leadoff walk here in the 6th.
Last time Abbott squared off with the Braves back in May, what was he, 5 innings pitched, 8 Ks. So he only has 1 strikeout here tonight. Not his best stuff, but you mentioned the stat earlier tonight that he's been really good at managing the damage even when he doesn't have his best stuff. And that's what he's done thus far.
Ozzy Albies cracks one up the middle and a base hit into center field. Braves in business, runners at first and second, no one out. And this is the second time that Ozuna and Albies have reached base consecutively. Walk and a single. Yeah, that's the number to me that really stood out about Abbott. 1 earned run or fewer in 14 of 18 starts. Now, that's one thing if you've been in the league 7, 8, 9 years. You're crafty, you know what you're doing. This guy was just drafted 4 years ago, so really another level of his ability to pitch well in tight situations for a young guy. There's a ball low to Austin Riley. Braves trying to shatter that, though, right here. Rather Murphy at the plate. There's the 1-0 pitch on the way to Sean Murphy. And a called strike, 1-1. After Murphy, it would be Harris. And this portion of the order's done a nice job being on base tonight, middle 3. You could lump in a 4th and Harris. He's been on once with an RBI single. 1-1, check swing at a cutter. They appeal, and he did go. First base umpire Lance Barksdale bringing him up for strike 2. Ozuna's been on base 3 times. Albies been on base twice. Murphy's been on base twice. 1-2 is high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two from Abbott. A little dribbler foul over by the Reds dugout. Bat Boy runs out there, grabs the baseball. Meanwhile, Sean Murphy wants a new bat. Bat Boy brings him 2 to choose from. And he took the one on his right.
Yeah, that was a nice changeup from Abbott that Murphy was so far out in front of that he tipped it right off the cup of his bat. And whenever that happens, more than likely, you got a little crack in your bat. And that one goes to the firewood barrel.
Straight to the wood pile. 2-2 from Murphy. Runners at first and second, no one out. We're at the top of the 6th inning. Braves trailing here in Cincinnati 3-1. Murphy steadies the stick. 2-2 pitch. Swings and pops one up. And foul. That'll be back of the Reds dugout on the first baseline.
Ben, I think I would really struggle being a Reds fan. Looking around, I see a lot of red. Red's just not my color.
Yeah?
I don't look good in red.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Murphy bounces one foul down the third base line. So you just don't like the look of it, or you just don't like how it looks on you?
I would say both.
Okay.
Maybe I'll wear the alternate white jersey, you know?
If you're going to play for the Reds, you got to look good in red. Here's the 2-2. Missed high, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Every single seat in this ballpark is red. Right here on the banks of the Ohio River. Kentucky on the other side. They like blue over there. Here's the 3-2 pitch, and he misses low and outside. So the bases are loaded with no one out. It's going to walk to Ozuna, single to Albies, walk to Murphy.
Something about Ozuna and Murphy. Abbott has just got him a little bit scared. He's got 5 walks tonight. 2 to Ozuna, 3 to Murphy. They're just tiptoeing on the high wire there.
Harris came to the plate with the bases loaded 2 innings ago. Had an RBI single. Now the bases are loaded, no one out. First pitch and a called strike. He jumped on that first pitch the last time he was up there versus Abbott and delivered that RBI single. Meanwhile, Graham Ashcraft tosses in their bullpen. There's a called strike, another fastball. Ashcraft is a right-hander, and he's loosening quickly out there beyond the left center field wall. 0-2 on Harris. 0-2 pitch. He swings and pops one up. Foul ground, first base side. Steer racing to the Reds' dugout at the railing. Basket catch over the railing, and he's got it. What a play. Had just enough room and went straight to the railing, which was right up against his belt. And just reached his glove hand over the railing, made a basket squeeze.
That play's tough on a first or third baseman. He did a nice job of slowing himself down there so he didn't tumble into the dugout. Because if he goes over that railing, Marcel probably scores from third.
So 1 down here in the 6th inning. That'll be the end of the line for Andrew Abbott. Terry Francona comes along and makes the Pennington grass seed call to the bullpen. So it'll be Ashcraft when we come back.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive. A showstopper. We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit them.
These teams are entertaining, are they not? The show continues.
Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Our 7 a.m. hour on the radio home of the Atlanta Braves, 680 The Fan.
Top of the 6th, Braves trailing the Reds 3-1. Got the bases full of Braves here, making some noise. 1 out. Andrew Abbott's day is over after 5 1/3 innings pitched. Thus far giving up just 1 run, but he is responsible for all 3 of those runners. On to relieve him, hard-throwing right-hander Graham Ashcraft. Ashcraft last pitched Tuesday against the Dodgers where he threw 1 inning, giving up 2 earned runs, and that was his 100th career appearance.
Bases loaded, 1 down on the pitch to Eli White. And he'll swing and ground one out to third, giving ground, and it gets by Hayes. Oh, that'll drive in Ozuna. Here comes Ozzie. Both score. And that bouncer to third base made the former Gold Glove winner Hayes look like he was a rookie on his first day at the job. That ties the game at 3. That ball played him. How about that?
And that is a tailor-made double play ball there.
Well, he gave ground, dropping back a step or 2, and then just stabbed at it with his glove and whiffed on it. Like we mentioned earlier, he's been so sure-handed at third base in his career. Won a Gold Glove 2 years ago, but you wouldn't know it watching that play. Eli White reaches second base as that just ate up Ke'Bryan Hayes. It's a 3-3 game, and now the Braves will send Drake Baldwin to the plate. First to third for Sean Murphy. My goodness. Now base hit gives the Braves the lead. Infield is in. Pitch on the way to Baldwin. They don't take a ball low. By the way, one final parting thought for Andrew Abbott. The 5 walks he had in the game ties his season high, and the 1 strikeout, fewest strikeouts he's had in any start this season. 1-0 pitch on the way to Baldwin, low and inside, 2-0. On E5 on T. Brian Hayes has allowed the Braves to tie the game. 2-0 pitch. Fouled off the inside of Baldwin's foot. And rolled over there by the Braves dugout. They do go 1 RBI for Eli White. Two on pitch. Inside, 3 balls and a strike. By Drake Baldwin. 3-2.
I mentioned Ashcraft is a hard thrower. Fastballs we're seeing 97, 98, 99. Not only is it hard, but it's also cutting. It's a natural cutter, so really tough on these left-handed batters.
3-2 pitch. He swings and misses at a slider. Actually got a piece of it. Fouled it off right there at the feet of Stevenson. So he stays alive after tipping that foul. 3-2. After Baldwin goes back to the top of the order to Profar. The Braves taking their shot here with Baldwin to the plate as the pinch hitter in the 6th inning. 3-2, ground ball out to second. And bobbling McLean, he bobbles again, throws to first, not in time. McLean fumbled not once but twice. And the bases are loaded, and the Reds fans are wondering what in the world is going on down there. 2 errors in the inning on consecutive batters. And the Reds don't want to replay this. No review. And now the Braves will pinch run Luke Williams for Drake Baldwin. Well, they have fallen asleep at the switch in the field, the Reds have here in the inning. Neither runner, White nor Murphy, could advance. I mean, that was just right there at McLean. He was playing in and dropped it like he laid an egg right there between his heels.
He did lay an egg, Ben.
He did. So back to the top of the order. Bases loaded, 1 down. Pitch to Profar. He'll swing and bounce one out to short. De La Cruz steps on second, fires to first, and there's a double play. And it's their shortstop who restores order. But 2 errors in the inning, and the Braves are able to tie the game, scoring twice in the top of the 6th. We get to the bottom of the 6th inning, tied at 3.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
The big hits.
At the wall, gone! No doubt about it!
All the great grabs.
Wow! You gotta be kidding me! Put a cape on him!
And all the swagger.
And he does it in grand fashion.
Relive the day's biggest plays all in one lightning fast hour.
Oh my goodness! What a show! You better believe it!
Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings only on MLB Network.
in here. Don't miss Atlanta Braves Today and your chance to win a pair of Brave tickets every weekday morning in the locker room during the 7 a.m. hour on the radio home of the Atlanta Braves, 680 The Fan.
Well, the Braves have tied the game. 2 runs in the top of the inning, 1 earned, 1 unearned, also a couple of errors in there. And the Braves able to tie it up at 3. Luke Williams takes over at shortstop. Still Carlos Carrasco on the mound for the Braves. He goes to work versus Jake Fraley. First pitch swinging, sent foul. Well, the Braves tying the game in the top of the 6th inning is their Truist play of the game. Brought to you by Truist. When you work with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. Leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC. Pitch number 81 of the game by Carrasco. Misses low and inside to the left-handed hitting Jake Fraley. 3 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors for the Reds. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Braves. 1-1 to Fraley. This with the ball high, 2-1. Two-one pitch. Fouled off. That final line for Red starter Andrew Abbott. 5 1/3 innings. 3 runs, 2 earned, 5 hits, 5 walks, and 1 strikeout. Fraley's been on base twice in the game. 2-2, check swing, and a slider didn't go. And a 3-2 count. I'd love to get this 6th inning out of Carrasco before he turned it over to the bullpen. 3-2, got him looking, locked him up with a fastball. Perfectly placed on the inside corner. And 1 down. Boy, he gets 6 innings out of the starter. That feels like old times.
Yeah, he's throwing the ball well. You know, aside from that one mistake to Ellie De La Cruz that cost him 2 runs, he's throwing really well, working in and out of traffic, making competitive pitches, representing himself well.
Bases empty, 1 down for Tyler Stevenson. He's had a big game. Takes a strike. Had the RBI double back in the 2nd inning. This time batting with the bases empty. Oh, 1 big healthy cut and miss at a fastball. Stevenson, Georgia boy, went to Kennesaw State. Or I should say Kennesaw Mountain High School, rather, and drafted in the 1st round out of Kennesaw Mountain High School. It was the 11th overall pick in 2015 by the Reds. 0-2. Outside 1-2. He's a big backstop. 6'3", 225. Eight home runs this season for Stevenson. We'll send one off the end of the bat foul down below us. Only 2 other games around Major League Baseball today. One is a final. Yankees defeated the Rays 7-4 at Yankee Stadium. Marcus Stroman got the win in that game for New York. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And he hit the inside corner with a curveball right through the front door. Didn't even wipe its feet off before it walked in the house. Right through the front door with a curve and 2 down.
Yeah, really pretty pitch there. I'm not sure that's where he meant to throw it, but that doesn't matter. That's a looking strikeout.
It's now 5 strikeouts for Carrasco. Right-hander Tyler Kinley now tossing in the Braves bullpen. Carrasco back to work. Big swing and a miss by Will Benson. That other game on the schedule tonight out in Seattle. Mariners and Rangers. Rocker versus Kirby. That'll be a 9:40 Eastern first pitch. 0-1 pitch. In the air to right field, and that humpback liner's down for a hit. So the 2 Georgia boys back-to-back in the order, Stevenson and Benson. Stevenson strikes out, but Benson with a 2-out single. Keeps the inning alive. Those scores are delivered to you by Saia LTL Freight, the official freight carrier of the Atlanta Braves. 3-3 game, bottom of the 6th inning. Braves and the Reds are the first game of this series. Benson and Olson, another couple of Georgia boys talking down at first base. And 2 down for Ke'Bryan Hayes. And Hayes takes a called strike. Boy, how badly does Hayes want to wreck one into the bleachers right now after that error at the top of the inning. He's 0 for 2 at the plate. Line out and a pop out. Pick off to first. Back in with a slide, Will Benson. Brian Hayes, 6 seasons with the Pirates and then traded to the Reds. First game in Cincinnati. 0-1 low and outside, 1-1. There's a guy that for his career, a .254 hitter. He's hit 39 homers. Career best was 15 home runs 2 seasons ago. 1-1 from Carrasco. Big chopper to the right side. Ozzie comes in, scoops it, lobs over to first base, and there's the final out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We've completed 6 innings in Cincinnati. We go to the top of the 7th, tied at 3.
Athletes. Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
In Cincinnati, got a 3-3 game. Great to have you with us on a Thursday night alongside Darren O'Day and our producer engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you. Matt Olson leads off with the Braves. Right-hander Graham Ashcraft, who came on in the 6th inning, back out there for the 7th, and his first pitch is a called strike. Napa is a proud partner of your Atlanta Braves. With America's largest network of parts and care, Napa has all the bases covered when it comes to your ride. Matt Olson 1 for 3 with a single. It's from Ashcraft. Big swing and a miss at a slider. 0-2 on Matt Olson. He'll be followed by Austin Riley and Marcell Ozuna. 0-2. Matt Olson with a weak grounder out to third, charging Hayes onto the grass. Scoops, fires, bounces to the throw, and Matt beat it out. Well, the last couple of innings, Hayes having a difficult time at third base. And for Matt Olson, it's a leadoff single on that weak roller out to third base. Don't you know Matt loves that? He doesn't get too many infield bouncers for base hits. So he's at first, and before Riley checks in, by the way, they're going to appeal this. They're going to take a peek at this.
First base.
It's the voice of crew chief Lance Barksdale. So the Reds have challenged the call. Right now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Every Atlanta Braves game live on the air and streaming free on the app.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan.
Well, the crowd reacts to seeing the replay for the first time. I think this might be overturned. In fact, Olson is already starting to walk from first base. The throw was bounced. But on the hop, went into the glove of Steer right before Olson Had his right foot come down on the bag.
Yeah, I'm looking down at Austin Riley right now, standing there waiting to take his at-bat, and he must know Graham Ashcraft because he was looking at him and telling him he was going to bunt on him. Maybe a little friendly rivalry.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. The runner is out. Cincinnati will defend.
All right, so the call is overturned. That is a 5-3 putout of Olsen. So, yeah, Riley will climb in. Now, Riley, if he had gone to college, would have been teammates in college with Graham Ashcraft. Here's the pitch on the way from Ashcraft. There's a called strike. Ashcraft is from Huntsville, Alabama, and he started his collegiate career at Mississippi State. And Riley was a Mississippi State commit, and then the Braves drafted him. Riley squibs on foul, then Ashcraft transferred from Mississippi State to UAB. But I'm sure they know each other for even going back to those days where they could have potentially been college teammates together. Here's the 0-2. Riley takes the ball outside. Ashcraft, 4 seasons in the big leagues, all the Reds. 1-2 to Riley. Big swing and a miss and a high cutter at 99. That's nasty. So he strikes out Riley. Only the second strikeout by a Reds pitcher in the game, and 2 down.
Yeah, if Ashcraft would have had that as a freshman in college, I don't think he's transferring away from Mississippi State. He must have developed that pitch a little bit later. That is nasty.
2 down for Marcell Ozuna. And Ozuna swings and misses at a slider. In between innings, it'll be the 7th inning stretch, and that's brought to you by 13 Heroes, a premium line of spirits founded to honor the lives of the 13 service members killed in Afghanistan in 2021. Help turn tragedy into legacy by visiting 13heroes.com today. Slider misses, 1-1 on Ozuna. Ozuna's been on base 3 times tonight. 2 walks, a single, 2 runs scored. 1-1 off the end of the bat, flared into center field. Coming in, Benson makes a chest-high catch, and down go the Braves. 1-2-3 in the 7th. So a quiet 7th. We go to the bottom of the inning, still tied at 3.
Napa has the parts and the expertise to help your business stay ahead of the game. That's why Napa is a proud partner.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
And qualify for a trip to see Georgia Tech's opener in Colorado during the 4 o'clock hour. Get all of the details at 680thefan.com.
That's the bottom of the 7th here in Cincinnati. Carlos Carrasco's day is done after 6 innings pitched, 7 hits, 3 runs, all 3 of those earned. So a very successful Braves debut for him, looking to see if Tyler Kinley can match that kind of success. Tyler just acquired from the Rockies a few days back. A nice little addition for the Braves bullpen.
first batter that he faces is Matt McLean at the top of the Reds order. The first pitch, slider over for a called strike. When it comes to his stuff, that's the pitch that he likes the most, isn't it?
That is. He really likes that slider. Throws it about 60% of the time. Pairs that with a four-seamer and a curveball as well.
0-1 from Tyler Kinley. Just low and outside with a slider. Tyler Kinley out of Nova High School in Davie, Florida. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Bouncer out to third and foul on the other side of the line. Kinley played his college ball at Barry University in Miami Shores, Florida. Had a lengthy career. Twins, Marlins, Rockies over an 8-year career. One-two to McLean. And he'll send one in the air down the right field line and splash it in for a base hit. Eli White gets to it quickly, and he'll hold. McLean has a leadoff single. Kind of hit down the line into no man's land, so White had to race there to keep McLean at first base.
Yeah, Kinley's sporting a 5.66 ERA on the season. So won't get too excited about that number. But he has had some home road splits, and we all know pitching at Coors Field, one of the toughest atmospheres in the league. So Braves hoping getting him out of the altitude, getting him down here to sea level might produce some better results for him.
Elvie Marte, the batter. And Marte with a fly ball towards center field. Michael Harris looking up, walking to his left, now into a bit of a jog, makes the catch, and one down. If nothing else, Darren, psychologically that should help him.
Absolutely. You don't have to look too far for a comparison. Pierce Johnson a couple years back. We brought him down out of the mountains, and he's turned into a very reliable reliever. Some changes to his repertoire, one of the better relievers on this club. So Braves hoping they can strike gold twice here in Colorado.
Runner at first, one down for Ellie De La Cruz. He had a 2-run homer in the third inning, and at the time gave the Reds a 3-0 lead. The Braves have since come back to tie the game. De La Cruz check swing, believe he went. He did. Third base umpire Ryan Additon confirming that. That homer that De La Cruz hit back in the third inning is 19th of the year. RBIs 70 and 71. Hard to keep his bat quiet. Pick off to first base. Well, that was a fastball over there. That might have been harder than he threw the one the few pitches to go to the plate. What a fastball. Lead at first by McLean. 0-1 pitch, squared up into right field, down for a base hit. Eli White comes on, plays it on a hop, fires it into Luke Williams, and the single by De La Cruz puts him at first and second with one out. Well, the way that De La Cruz swings the bat, when you limit him to just a single, a lot of times you're satisfied.
Yeah, it's a violent swing. You mentioned how big he is and strong he is, and he can swing the shillelagh.
He's 2 for 4 in the game. Here's Austin Hayes, who's 0 for 3. Hayes with 10 home runs on the season. Kinley deals. Ball low and outside with a slider. Under the lights here in Cincinnati. Night has fallen here on the city. Here's the 1-0 pitch on the way to Austin Hayes. Tyler Kinley glanced to second, now spins it up there and gets a slider by him, swung on, missed. Again, not much of a breeze tonight here on the banks of the Ohio. A very cloudy, overcast evening, but no rain. 1-1 pitch. Low and outside with a slider, 2-1.
Got to be real careful with that slider placement here to Hayes. You know, middle breaking balls. He's right on time for him. He's a former teammate of mine. I've seen him feast on those. Got to execute your pitches.
Hayes awaits, and Kenley's 2-1. Missed low and in with a slider. Not the place he wants to be. 3 balls and a strike now on the cleanup hitter, Austin Hayes. After Hayes, it'll be Spencer Steer. Reds about hit the Braves 9-5, but the game is tied at 3 here in the bottom of the 7th. Hitters count. The 3-1. Outside ball 4. So they're loaded with 1 down for Spencer Steer. That'll bring Rick Kranitz out to the mound for a visit. Did you know the all-time hot sauce leader in RBIs is the original Louisiana brand hot sauce? That's right. It's like a double play for your mouth. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some. I could go for a double play right here. Look at Tyler Kinley get out of this mess. Spencer Steer is tied with Ellie De La Cruz and Santiago Espinal for the most double plays hit into on their club. All 3 of those men have 10 each. This will be a great time for number 11 for Steer. And that's what it's going to take here for Kinley to get out of this jam. Steer 0 for 2, fly out to left, fly out to center, also a walk. Bases loaded, 1 down. It's a tie game for now. Right on right matchup, and the pitch on the way to Steer. Huge swing and a miss at the first pitch slider. Went right to his best pitch. Kinley set right at the letters. 0-1 to the plate. Steer swings, pops one up, shallow right field. Olsen going out, so is Ozzie. Here comes Eli White. Eli's got it, and the runners have to hold. Not near deep enough for Matt McLean to even think about going to the plate. That's a huge out right there on the shallow pop out to right field.
As a new player to a team, you want nothing more than to have a good appearance your first time out. And so it raises the stakes a little bit if you let it get to you. So Kinley going to fight tooth and nail to get this last out and get out of this jam.
Standing in his way is the left-handed batter Jake Fraley. Fraley's been on twice, a walk, a single, also a strikeout victim. Bases loaded, 2 down. Kinley back to work. And a first pitch strike. Good slider through the back door on the outside corner. Three apiece, bottom of the 7th. 0-1 pitch. In tight. Miss with a slider. Kinley doesn't seem to be rattled. Right-hander is surrounded by Reds, but he's stone-faced and focused on his target, Sean Murphy. 1-1. The righty deals. Misload inside with a slider. Fraley, a .522 hitter in his career with the bases loaded. 2 grand slams. And a 2-1 pitch. Check swing, tapper, foul. Looked fooled there on the slider.
Yeah, it certainly is a deceptive pitch. You know, he's thrown it 90% of the time here tonight, and these hitters still just not seeing it very well.
23 career at-bats for Fraley with the bases loaded and a .522 average. Oof. He has been dangerous with the bases loaded. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Time called. With the bases loaded, he's been the Reds' meal ticket over the last few seasons. But Kinley trying to find a way to get him. Keep him quiet in the bottom of the 7th. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And the righty deals. Check swing, they appeal, got him swinging. Able to go to his slider and fan Fraley, and the Reds leave him loaded. Huge moment of the game for Kinley in his first appearance as a Brave. We remain tied at 3 as we head to the 8th in Cincinnati.
Braves fans, this is Mike Morgan, founder and CEO.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an eighth-inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
And Reds here in Cincinnati alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you. It'll be Albies, Murphy, and Harris for the Braves here in the eighth. Braves are down 3-0 at one point. Have come back to tie it. Ozzie swings and misses at the first pitch he sees. How about that moment for Tyler Kenley?
Yeah, big one. As I mentioned, all you want to do is have a clean outing, and he had a really big one there. Tie game, new club.
Here's the 0-1. And Ozzie lifts one in the left down for a base hit. Over to his left now is Fraley to scoop it up and fire it in. And it'll be a leadoff single for Ozzie Albies as that ball trickles across the infield on the throwback in. But Ozzie holds at first base. Finishing that thought on Kenley, like you mentioned, first appearance with a new club, bases loaded. That took a lot of guts to get through that situation and have the confidence in that slider in that situation.
Yeah, he was stubborn about it. He just kept chucking that slider up there till he got the result he wanted. Nice work.
Albies at first. Here's Murphy. Murphy takes a ball low. Sam Maul, left-hander throwing for the Reds out there beyond the left center field wall. 1-0 to Murphy. And a strike. 97-mile-an-hour cutter at the knees. Well, Murphy's had a good eye tonight. 3 walks. 1-1 check swing he went. That slider fooled him. And a 1-2 count on the Braves backstop. Also, Pierce Johnson is tossing for the Braves. As the Braves bullpen is deep down the right field line. 1-2, softly tapped out towards third. Charging Hayes, bare hands, fires. Throw is off the mark, and Murphy's safe. That'll put him at first and second, no one out. And Michael Harris will be coming to the plate. We were talking earlier about how Sean Murphy isn't the most fleet of foot, but on that soft roller on the grass, he knew as soon as he made contact he had a chance to beat that out, and he did. And here comes Terry Francona. That'll be it for Ashcraft. We'll go with Maul as the Reds make the Pennington grass seed call to the bullpen. If you're looking to transform your lawn this year, turn to Pennington Grass Seed, the official partner of the Atlanta Braves grounds crew. Pennington Grass Seed, rooted in Braves country. Tell you about the new lefty when we come back. Runners at first and second, no one out.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th-inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
Perfect balance.
Interviews with the players.
Get back to the fastball.
I know what that passion feels like.
And a little bit.
Keeping.
You behave properly.
Hey.
Of everything else.
Come on, Lawrence.
The window seats are. The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern. Only on MLB Network.
If you're not watching this show, you're the problem.
Runners at first and second. That chased Graham Ashcraft out of the game. On to relieve him, diminutive lefty, Sam Mall, 5'9", 190. 33-year-old is a veteran of 6 major league seasons. First 3 seasons of his career with the Oakland A's. Last 3 with the Reds. You're digging in lefty-lefty against Michael Harris II.
Michael has driven in 1 run tonight, showing bunt, and he puts one down up the first base line. That rolls, and it's touched at first base by Steer, and everybody's safe. He didn't know what to do. That was right along the chalk, and he was waiting to see if it would roll foul. It wasn't, and he went down to pick it up and dropped it. And that'll load the bases. Almost like a panic move.
Yeah,
out there at first base by Steer.
I believe Steer came up as a third baseman, so he might be learning that position, and that's a play you make at third because you know you won't be able to throw him out at first. I got to guess that's what he was thinking there, hoping it would go foul.
So they're loaded now for White, and Eli takes a ball high. That will be a base hit for Michael Harris. So 3 straight singles. Harris at first, Murphy at second, Albies at third. Game is tied at 3 in the top of the 8th. No one out. Here it is to Eli White, and a ground ball left side. He blisters it through. Braves have the lead. Everybody advances 1 base. It's an RBI single, and it's 4-3 Atlanta in the 8th on the base hit by Eli White. That was smashed through the left side. Second RBI for Eli White tonight, and that brings Luke Williams up to the plate. Still no one out. First pitch to Luke, and a strike on the inside corner. Boy, Eli with a quick bat, burning it in between De La Cruz and Hayes. 0-1 pitch, high and outside, 1-1.
Braves doing a nice job of taking advantage of the comedy of errors that the Reds infield is tonight. It's just some really shaky play out of these infielders.
Infield halfway in here with no one out. 1-1 and a banger into left center field. In to score Murphy. Right on his heels Harris. Heading for second Luke Williams. 2 RBI double. And the Braves have a 6-3 lead and still no one out of the 8th. Bottom of the order, believe it or not. Flexing their muscles here in Cincinnati.
We've been talking about the middle of the order keeps setting the table. And here we go. The bottom of the order doing their end of the deal, driving them in. A couple utility guys making some noise here the last 2 at-bats.
Jurickson Profar takes a strike on the outside corner. Man, the bottom of the order leading the way. A 3-run 8th and looking for more. Left-hander Mall kicks and fires. Profar takes a strike. 0-2. Can close the line on Ashcraft. The first 2 runs of this inning are his. As he goes an inning and 2/3, 2 runs, 2 earned, 2 hits, no walks and a strikeout. 0-2 to Profar. He'll swing and bounce one foul into the Braves dugout. 10 hits for the Braves. They have more action in their bullpen now. Lyon Richardson, a right-hander, is warming for the Reds. To Profar. Big swing and a miss. He strikes out as the changeup fooled him. But one down here in the 8th. There's some really aggressive trips to the plate for these guys at the bottom of the order, Darren, to back your point. 5 straight hits. Albies, Murphy, Harris, White, and Williams. You want to talk about hitting being contagious.
Yeah.
One down for Matt Olson. Matt takes a fastball high.
A guy like Luke Williams doesn't get to play all that often, so you're going to be aggressive, and it paid off for him here. I thought they might try something with a bunt there, try to squeeze through another run, but man, 2 RBI double.
1-0 to Olson. Bouncer right back to Maul. He comes to the plate. A dive for the plate, and he's in there. Eli White with a head-first dive into the plate just ahead of the tag of Tyler Stevenson. 7-3 Braves. Well, as soon as contact was made, Eli broke for the plate. He had to. It was a one-hopper right back to Maul. And Maul's throw to the plate wasn't his best throw. That throw had Stevenson slightly reaching to his right and then having to go back left to try to apply the tag, and a nifty dive to the plate by Eli White. And the Braves with a 7-3 lead. Runners at the corners, 1 down. That'll be it for Maul. The Reds will go deeper into their bullpen, making the Pennington Grass Seed call to the bullpen. If you're looking to transform your lawn this year, turn to Pennington Grass Seed, the official partner of the Atlanta Braves grounds crew. Pennington Grass Seed, rooted in Braves country. 7-3 Braves in the 8th.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off win.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, presented by Best Western. Every night, all season long on MLB.TV.
In third, score stands at 7-3. Looking to do some damage against the third Reds pitcher of the inning, Lyon Richardson, 25-year-old right-hander out of Jensen Beach, Florida, in his 3rd season in the major leagues. Hard thrower, throws 96, 97 with a 4-seamer and a sinker. Also has a changeup and a curveball.
Lyon Richardson, Lyon. Here's Austin Riley. Runners at the corners, 1 down. 7-3 Braves in the 8th. Richardson's first pitch missed with a fastball outside. Riley 0 for 4. Riley and Profar are the only Braves who have not reached base in the game. Austin trying to change that right here. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fouled back. 1-1. Braves were down 3-0 at one point and have scored 7 unanswered runs starting back in the 4th inning. Scored once in the fourth, twice in the 6th, and 4 times here in the 8th. And still a chance for more. Olson at first, Williams at third. 1-1 to Riley. Right down the middle. Called strike 1 and 2. Reds have used Abbott, Ashcraft, Maul, and Richardson. Little looper into right center. May fall in. Base hit. Williams sprints for the plate. It's 8-3 Braves. A little flare into right center field, and Riley rakes in the RBI. And for the Braves, it's turned into a 5-run 8th inning here in Cincinnati.
Boy, you just have to love the approach of these Braves at the plate. You know, they're not hitting the ball out of the ballpark to produce 5 runs. They're just stringing together a bunch of base hits. This is a fun game of baseball to watch.
Good things can happen when you make a lot of contact. And we have seen that here in the 8th inning. 8-3 Braves in the 8th, still just 1 down. And Marcell Ozuna, the 9th Brave to the plate here in the 8th. Braves with 6 hits this inning. Had 5 yesterday in 10 innings. There's a ball outside. And that's the bizarre nature of our game. He played all day yesterday. 10 innings, losing 1-0. Had 5 hits, and then 6 hits in 1 inning the very next day. 1-0 to Ozuna. And a strike. 1-1. Riley and Olsen take their leads at first and second. 1-1 low and outside. 2 balls and a strike. This inning started with a base hit by Ozzie Albies. He's on deck. Ozzie's got a 3-hit game. Ozuna's been on base 3 times himself. A single and 2 walks. 2-1 way outside. 3-1. Very disgruntled Lyon Richardson gets the throwback from his catcher Tyler Stevenson. He looks like he wants to be anywhere but where he is right now. 3 balls and a strike for Ozuna. Here's the payoff pitch. Huge swing and a miss at a changeup. Three-two pitch. Sent foul deep down the right field line into the seats. Do it again with a 3-2 count.
You mentioned beginning of the inning, Pierce Johnson was warming for the Braves. He's been warming for about a half an hour, maybe a whole episode of Seinfeld.
He's got to be nice and hot by now.
I hope he's pacing himself down there.
3-2 to Ozuna. Almost hit him. Missed inside. That's the 3rd time he's walked tonight. Boy, every single Brave, with the exception of 1, has reached base this inning. It's gone single, 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 double, strikeout, RBI fielder's choice, single, walk. And there's a high fly ball towards foul ground off the bat of Ozzie Albies. And that lands in the seats 2 sections down from the Braves dugout. So they're loaded, 1 down. 0-1 to Ozzie. And Ozzie belts one down the right field line into the corner, and it's cut off at the edge of the track by Marte. But 2 runs will score. It's a 2 RBI single by Ozzie Albies. First to third for Marcell Ozuna. 10-3 Braves here in Cincinnati. Braves might have been quiet at the trade deadline today, but they've been very loud at the plate here in Cincinnati. This has been like batting practice here in the 8th inning.
That's a good analogy. I mean, even in batting practice, they pop balls up into the cage, but not here this inning, man. Everything's falling for the Braves.
Visit to the mound. Derek Johnson, the pitching coach, going out there. I mean, what could he possibly be saying right now?
You're going to take one for the team here?
You're going to wear
Probably.
Lion, I know it's been a tough night for you, but it's We're going to have to ask you to wear it for us tonight.
That's right.
It's a 4-hit game for Ozzie Albies. 3 singles and a double. Runners at the corners, only 1 out. I mean, this is something. This is the best inning of the season. Can close the line on Maul. And here comes Sean Murphy. And Murphy takes a first pitch curveball for a ball inside. Left-hander Brent Suter now tossing for the Reds. 4 runs charged to Maul. 4 earned on his line. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Murphy takes a strike. Maul recorded 1 out as he went a third of an inning and gave up 3 hits. One pitch. Murphy takes a strike. Braves have just been relentless here in the 8th inning. Murphy has been on base 4 times, a single and 3 walks. Now the 1-2 pitch. Ground ball foul outside the bag at third.
I hope the Braves save some of these hits for the Speedway game. They're doing as many laps of the bases here as drivers do in the races.
That's right. There's a 1-2 to Murphy. And he'll swing and send one deep down the left field line, hooking into the corner. Coming in to score Ozuna. Ozzie hits the bag at third, runs into a red light there. RBI double. And the Braves continue to pound the Reds. Make it 11-3 Atlanta, and still just 1 out of the 8th. A clinic being put on by the Braves. And that'll be it for Lion Richardson. He was a Lion without a roar here in the 8th. And the Reds go back into the bullpen. The next pitcher will be the 4th pitcher used this inning for Cincinnati. And they make the Pennington Grass Seed call to the bullpen. If you're looking to transform your lawn this year, turn to Pennington Grass Seed, the official partner of the Atlanta Braves grounds crew. Pennington Grass Seed, rooted in Braves country. 11.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
Perfect balance.
Boom. Interviews with the players.
Get back to the fastballs.
I know what that passion feels like.
And a little bit.
Keeping.
You behave properly.
Hey.
Of everything else.
Come on, Marlins.
The window seats are. The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern. Only on MLB Network.
If you're not watching this show, you're the problem.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
As it has been for about 45 minutes. Reds are on their 4th pitcher of the inning. That is the lefty Brent Suter, looking to stem the bleeding as the Braves have gone for 8 hits and 8 runs just in this frame. And there's still only 1 out and runners on 2nd and 3rd. So Brent Suter, the veteran lefty, 10 seasons in the major leagues, looking to get in here and get some outs. Braves looking to continue the hit train.
There's the 12th Brave to the plate in the inning. And there's a first pitch strike. This is game number 108 of the season. And of the first 107 games of the year, there were 47 games where the Braves did not collect 8 hits. That'll be fouled off. They have 8 hits in this inning alone. And altogether 13 tonight. Most hits the Braves have had in any game this year is 16. They've done that twice. 0-2 to Harris. Harris reaches and misses for strike 3. A slider fans him. And there's the second out of the inning, and a very sarcastic applause by the Reds faithful for their players down on the field. Now Eli White comes to the plate. Eli already with an RBI single this inning, and he takes a ball upstairs. Here's a 1-0 pitch. And Eli with a high fly ball deep left. Fraley in left field is under it. Makes the catch for the third out. But what an inning it was. 13 Braves came to the plate as they collected 8 runs on 8 hits. Crazy 8.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game. That's
Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Off Base is coming in a brand new format. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs as they explore all the baseball buzz across social media, pop culture, and around the majors. The Off Base Podcast, Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network. The MLB Network Podcast is here. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance, Sundays at 11:30 Eastern.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
At cityofhope.org.
For game-changing performance on the field to getting things done around the house, doers make a difference. And when it comes to home improvement needs delivered right to your door, the Home Depot is how doers get more done.
Hey, Braves fans, this is John Michaels reminding you that Jeff Francoeur joins Finn, home team, and me in the locker room every Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. on your radio home of the Braves, 680 The Fan.
With the top of the 8th finally completed, we turn to the bottom of the 8th, and we have a new Braves pitcher. 30-year-old right-hander Dane Dunning. He's out of Green Cove Springs, Florida. That's a suburb of Jacksonville. And then he pitched collegially at University of Florida. I like this guy. I know somebody else that did that too. Dane will be making his 9th appearance of the season with combined between Texas and Atlanta, sporting a 4.41 ERA. Does have 2 saves on the season.
Yeah, this first pitch to Stevenson. Mrs. I, your same high school and college as Dunning?
No, different high school.
Okay.
Same city.
Both from Jacksonville. Stevenson whacks one into left field. Leadoff single for him. So no winner in the Yanmar strikeout the side inning. There's the leadoff man is aboard with a single. But this is the Yanmar strikeout the side inning. If Dane Dunning had struck out the side, our contestant C.A. Phillips would have been the lucky winner of a brand new Yanmar utility terrain vehicle. Enter all season long at Braves.com/Yanmar for your chance to win a Yanmar UTV and be entered for a grand prize drawing at the end of the season. Yanmar, built together, backed longer. First pitch swinging, fouled back by Will Benson and into the seats down below, right behind the Braves dugout. If you looked at the score right now, you would never know that the Braves once trailed 3-0. Braves did not score until the 4th. Reds haven't scored since the 3rd. They had the early 3-0 advantage. But the Braves with 11 straight runs as they've silenced the Reds since then. 0-1 from Dunning. Popped up, fouled off, and into the seats down the left field line. Braves have played their best baseball, it seems, against teams from the National League Central. They've gone 10-6 against that division this year. 0-2 pitch. That'll miss high. And you've won this game tonight. Improved to 11-6, and comparing that to how the Braves have stacked up versus other divisions, that's significantly better. 1-2 liner into center field and a base hit for Benson. Down to second base for Stevenson. Back-to-back singles for the Reds, and Ke'Bryan Hayes will be the batter. Braves have used Carrasco, Kinley, and Dunning on the mound. First pitch strike in there to Ke'Bryan Hayes. Second game of this series will be tomorrow. That'll be a 12:40 first pitch, I should say. 12:40 Eastern, 11:40 Central. 0-1 in for a strike, 0-2. That'll be Bryce Elder and Brady Singer tomorrow. Singer, the right-hander for the Reds, 8-8 with a 4.60 ERA. Elder, the right-hander, 4-7 with a 6.29 ERA. 0-2 from Dunning, launched deep down the left field line to the corner and gone. Ke'Bryan Hayes in his first game as a Red just sent a rocket into the seats and left. And it's now an 11-6 Braves lead.
Make him feel a little bit better about that miscue he had in the field earlier in the game that cost the Reds two runs. He did not miss that hanging breaking ball right over the middle of the plate.
It's his third homer this season, his first as a Red. And back at it, Dunning missing low and outside of Matt McLean. And for Hayes, RBIs 37, 38, and 39. Hit at 369 feet. Man, what a wild eighth inning this has become. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And a strike, 1-1. I feel like this eighth inning has lasted about as long as the first 7 innings combined lasted. 1-1 is high. Braves sent 13 men to the plate in the top of the eighth inning. And every man in the lineup, with the exception of Jerks and Profar, scored. 2-1 is low. And here in the bottom of the eighth inning, the Reds have gone single homer from the bottom of their order. Dunning's 3-1. And a strike call. Got a break there. That looked like ball 4. Dylan Lee is now throwing in the Braves bullpen. Braves had an 8-run lead, but Dunning has not been able to get an out yet. 3-2. Little flare off the end of the bat into right field for a hit. 4 straight hits for the Reds. This will be a single by McLean. Now Rick Kranitz walks to the top steps of the dugout. And he'll amble out onto the field and go to settle down Dane Dunning. Dunning's a veteran. He knows the score. He just wants to throw strikes, but he's not looking to see that many bats come through the zone and find his pitches. A lot of contact.
It's tough getting outs this inning. Both teams. I mean, 4 guys have reached against the Braves. Did you say 13 guys came to the plate last inning for the Braves? I mean, it's just a wild inning. And Dylan Lee can't get ready fast enough down there in the Braves bullpen.
Well, if we've learned anything this season, no lead has been safe for the Braves. I mean, there have been some games where they've had some very large leads that were threatened or even sometimes altogether went away. They had an 11-3 lead in this game, but a 3-run homer by Ke'Bryan Hayes has made it 11-6. Now runner at first, no one out. Dunning back to work, misses low to Noelvi Marte. 1-0 pitch. Pulled foul over by the Braves dugout. Dunning looking for a ground ball. Try to turn two. Some really hard contact by the Reds batters here in the bottom of the 8th inning. One from Dunning. Ground ball left side. That has eyes. And a base hit into left field. McLean to second. Single by Marte. 5 straight hits for the Reds. And that'll be it for Dunning. He was handed an 8-run lead and was looking for an easy bottom of the 8th, but the Reds came out pounding the baseball. 5 straight hits, and Dunning does not record an out, and the Braves make the Pennington grass seed call to the bullpen. If you're looking to transform your lawn this year, turn to Pennington Grass Seed, the official partner of the Atlanta Braves grounds crew.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
All the big hits.
At the wall, gone! No doubt about it!
All the great grabs.
Oh, wow! You gotta be kidding me! Put a cape on him!
And all the swagger.
And he does it in grand fashion!
Relive the day's biggest plays all in one lightning-fast hour.
Oh, my goodness! What a show! You better believe it!
Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings only on MLB Network.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.
Tickets are up for grabs during our 7 o'clock hour every weekday morning on 680 The Fan.
Well, still the bottom of the 8th. Braves leading at 11-6. Reds doing much like the Braves did in the top of the 8th and refused to get out. 5 straight hits have led them to the situation. Dylan Lee having to come on to relieve Dane Dunning, who did not record an out. So no outs here. Facing the dangerous Ellie De La Cruz in the box. Now he is turned around to the right side, hitting only .241 from that side of the plate.
First pitch from Dylan Lee. Ground ball up the middle, base hit past Luke Williams. Around third base, McLean. He comes to the plate to score. First to third for Marte. It's now 11-7. Third hit of the game for Ellie De La Cruz. That is third RBI. And still no one out. And now Austin Hayes comes to the plate. And if he reaches, that the tying run would be at the plate, if you can believe it. And given what we've seen this season, maybe you do believe it. 11-7 in favor of Atlanta. Pitch on the way from Lee. And he missed high. 1 ball and no strikes. That call to the bullpen, as we mentioned, brought to you by Pennington Grass Seed. 1 ball and no strikes on Austin Hayes. 1-0 pitch. Low and inside. If you had gone out in your yard at the end of the 7th and fertilized your lawn with Pennington Grass Seed, as long as the 8th has gone, you'd have a lawn full of lush green grass by now. This has been some inning, and still no one out. Now the 2-0 pitch. Huge swing and a miss. Good changeup. Hayes, the 7th Red to the plate here in the 8th inning. An 11-7 Braves lead. 2-1 pitch. Popped up towards foul territory. Into the seats down the right field line.
Thus far in the 8th inning, we've had 14 hits and 3 outs recorded. between the two teams.
More than you get in most games. 2-2. Chopper out to third, over Riley and down the left field line. Marte scores. De La Cruz first to third. Racing for second. Now Hayes. The throw is late to second base. And it's now 11-8 after the base hit by Hayes. 7 straight hits for the Reds and no one out of the 8th inning. And when I said crazy eights at the end of the top of the 8th, I don't think I had any idea what was coming in the bottom of the inning. It's gotten downright wild. And now the tying run comes to the plate, and Spencer Steer. Can close the line now on Dunning. Pitch from Dylan Lee, and a big swing and a miss by Spencer Steer. Steer is 0 for 3. He's the 8th Red to the plate here in the 8th inning. 0-1 pitch, driven in the air, deep left field, throw far back, that is gone, and the game is tied. The fans here are delirious. An 11-11 game in the bottom of the 8th. It was just 11-3 Braves seemingly 10 minutes ago. And the Reds, with 8 straight hits, have tied it up 11 apiece in the 8th. And one of the more improbable innings in all of Major League Baseball this season. Absolutely stunning.
One of the things you have to appreciate about baseball, different than the other sports, there's no timeouts. You can't call timeout and settle this momentum down. Both of these teams would love a timeout, but not in this game. What an inning we are witnessing here.
Now Santiago Espinal will come to the plate. Braves 11, Reds 11. No one out. When's the last time you saw both teams bat around in the same inning?
At my kid's Little League game.
That's probably where you'd have to go to find something like that.
Doesn't happen in the major leagues.
Well, this happening tonight. Reds with 17 hits. And Espinal takes a strike. This inning has gone single, single, homer. Single, 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 single homer. Correction, double by Hayes and then the homer. 1 ball and 1 strike. One pitch. And a strike of the outside corner. Both teams have scored 8 runs in the 8th inning. Never even heard of such. 1-2 to Espinal. Fouled back. And it's one thing, Darren, to see that many runs scored, but it's an entirely different element when that many runs have scored and there's not an out yet. And I thought what the Braves did at the top of the 8th was impressive. And they've been one-upped here in the bottom of the inning. Espinal pinch hitting for Jake Fraley. 1-2 pitch, fouled back. Espinal, a .254 hitter. It's a fly ball to center. Michael Harris under it. And he squeezes the first out here in the 8th. All this mess started with Tyler Stevenson and his single in the 8th inning. And as he climbs in, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. Braves Radio Network.
Never miss a pitch of the Braves.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey Broadcasting Station.
The Fan, and streaming free on the Fan app.
First pitch to Stevenson, misses high. Well, maybe you're stirring around or went for a drive or stepped away from the radio for a moment. It was 11-3 in favor of the Braves. Now you're just tuned back in, and to the horror, heard me announce the score. Swing and a miss by Stevenson, and a 1-1 count. I would imagine most of the folks in the ballpark tonight, and this includes the folks in both dugouts, have never seen anything like this. There's a ball outside.
Well, they certainly got what they paid for here tonight. A lot of excitement here at the back end of this game.
Nothing like it. Here's the 2-1 pitch on the way from Dylan Lee to Tyler Stevenson. And he'll take a ball outside. Well, and just think about the swings in your mind if you're managing this game. Going from an 11-3 game, trying to get through it, not use your big arms, all of a sudden, you're in a fight for your life. And a completely different strategy now. 3-1 is low, ball 4. And the go-ahead run is at first base now for the Reds. And Will Benson will be the batter. Benson singled and scored earlier this inning. He has 3 hits in the game. Aaron Bummer, Pierce Johnson both tossing in the Braves bullpen. First pitch to Benson swung on and missed. Benson, as we mentioned, the Georgia native. He's had some big base hits in his career versus the Braves. He's hit 2 homers in 7 career games versus Atlanta. And hit a little dribbler off to the third base side of the mound. Lee gloves, sends his hardest fastball of the night first base and in time for the out. And 2 down. Stevenson down to second base. Nice play by Dylan Lee. Here comes Brian Snitker. And the Braves will have to go to their 3rd pitcher of the inning. So the Braves make the Pennington grass seed call to the bullpen. Turn to Pennington grass seed, the official partner of the Atlanta Braves grounds crew. Boy, Pennington's getting their money's worth tonight.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive. A showstopper. We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit them.
These teams are entertaining, are they not?
The show continues.
Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
I got a shocker for you. We're still in the 8th inning. Both teams have gone for 8 runs and 8 hits, and the Reds have another crack at it here against a new pitcher. It'll be the 3rd pitcher used by the Braves in the 7th of the inning. It'll be the right-hander Pierce Johnson. Pierce looking to restore a little order here and keep this game tied at 11-11. 11-11. I can't believe I just said that score.
It's dumbfounding. It was 11-3 Braves entering the bottom of the 8th. Right after the Braves had scored 8 runs in the top of this inning. And the Reds have scored 8 in the bottom. Here's Ke'Bryan Hayes, who's already homered this inning. 2 down, go-ahead run at second. Pitch on the way to Hayes, and a ball low and outside. Inning started with Dane Dunning. He faced 5 batters, gave up 5 straight hits. .0 from Pierce Johnson. Hayes takes a strike. Then Dylan Lee came on, gave up 3 straight hits, then a fly out, then a walk and a ground out. By the way, the ball that Austin Hayes hit, which was originally ruled a double, has been changed to a single. Went to second on the throw. He eventually scored. 1-1 pitch. In the air to right field. Eli White is there, and he's got it. And folks, that wraps up one of the wildest, zaniest, most unpredictable innings in the history of Major League Baseball as both teams scored 8 runs in the 8th. The craziest 8s there ever were. We go to the 9th.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Starting Monday, you have a chance to win Braves tickets at noon and qualify for a trip to see Georgia Tech's opener in Colorado during the 4 o'clock hour. Get all of the details at 680thefan.com.
Coming off an 8th inning where both teams scored 8 runs on 8 hits. We go to the 9th inning tied at 11. Santiago Espinal remains in the game. He's in left field. Jake Fraley out of there. It's still Suter on the mound for the Reds. And he was the 4th pitcher they used to get through the 9th. Here's Luke Williams. Luke Williams takes the first pitch strike. This game was tied at 3 at the end of 7. Then both teams scored 8 in the 8th. And we're tied at 11 in the 9th. 0-1 off the end of the bat foul over the Reds dugout. For the Reds, 11 runs, 17 hits, 2 errors. And for the Braves, 11 runs, 13 hits, no errors. 0-2. Williams swings and misses at a changeup, strike 3. So now back to the top of the order, to the only man in the order who has failed to reach base tonight for either team. Now that's Jurickson Profar. He's 0 for 4. Correction, 0 for 5. Profar sends one foul. Of both starting 9s, Profar is the only player who has not scored a run. Everyone else, for both starting 9s, have scored at least 1 run. Ground ball weakly guided to short. De La Cruz has it, throws to first, and 2 down. The Reds in the 9th will have McLean, Marte, and De La Cruz up to the plate.
0 for 6, and the only guy that didn't get invited to the party. It's a tough day.
You want to talk about feeling left out.
Yeah.
2 down for Matt Olson. Suter brings it. Olson takes a strike. Olson takes a ball outside, 1-1. Matt tonight has been on base twice. A single, a fielder's choice, an RBI. and a run scored. 1-1 pitch, hot shot, but out to third. Hayes has got it, zips it across, and the Braves, wouldn't know it, go down to 1-2-3. So we go to the bottom of the ninth. Reds are looking for one to win it. We're tied at 11.
Hey, Braves fans.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an eighth-inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Lineup of Braves giveaways this season, including bobbleheads, collectibles, and a replica jersey. Visit Braves.com/promos to see them all.
This is Matt Chernoff, and we want your summer to include 2 tickets to Truist Park. Listen to Chuck and Chernoff weekdays during our 4 o'clock hour for your chance to win Braves tickets on 680 The Fan.
Into the bottom of the ninth inning, tied at 11. Matt McLean leads off, top of the order for the Reds. Still Pierce Johnson on the mound. And Pierce's first pitch to McLean misses inside. McLean has been on base 3 times. You know, they'd love to get him on base with his wheels, as he would represent the winning run. 1-0 pitch, popped up. Right center field, White and Harris coming together. It's White looking up into the nighttime sky, makes a 2-handed catch. And 1 out here in the 9th inning. Noelvi Marte will be the batter. Braves have used Carrasco, Kinley, Dunning, Lee, and now Johnson on the mound. The Reds have also used 5 pitchers: Abbott, Ashcraft, Maul, Richardson, and Suter. Now it's Pierce Johnson trying to get the game into extra innings. First pitch on the way to Noelvi Marte. And he'll take a first pitch strike. Well, it was just yesterday the Braves and the Royals were tangling in the final game of their series and went to extra innings scoreless. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Pierce Johnson, a long pause. And now time called by Marte. It's just amazing that you could get games like this on consecutive days. Yesterday, the Braves lost in 10 innings, 1-0. And tonight, tied at 11 in the bottom of the 9th. 0-1 from Johnson. Check swing. That's tipped into the glove for a strike, 0-2.
I mean, 9 outs ago, this game was 3-3. This is one for the history books. There's no question about that.
0-2. A flip in the air to right field. Eli White over to his right, makes the catch, 2 down. Well, the table is set for their biggest name, Ellie De La Cruz. He is the brightest superstar for the Reds. He's homered once already in this game, and this crowd rises to their feet. That's what they came to see. Meanwhile, Pierce Johnson trying to find a way to get him and get this game into the 10th. Here's the first pitch on the way to Ellie De La Cruz. He takes a ball high and outside. De La Cruz has gone 3 for 5, 2 singles, a 2-run homer, 2 runs scored, and 3 runs batted in. Johnson set right at the letters. And the 1-0 pitch. High and away, 2-0. Hitters count, 2-0 pitch. He swings and sends one foul. Took a big hack there to curveball.
Yeah, it looked to me that Pierce was pitching around De La Cruz. First 2 pitches were fastballs. Pierce loves to throw that curveball, so I thought he was just kind of intentionally walking him.
De La Cruz batting from the left side. Takes a huge swing and a miss at a fastball. I mean, put it belt tie right down the middle and challenged him. And he missed every stitch of it. So 2-2. If Pierce can win the battle, we'll go to the 10th inning. And Olson would be the runner at second for the Braves. The 2-2 pitch. In the dirt. This low with a curveball. So the count is now full. If he walks him, the inning would continue for Hayes. Hayes standing on deck. Meanwhile, big towering hitter Ellie De La Cruz stands firm in the left-hand batter's box. Johnson ready to bring it and spins the 3-2 to the plate. And there's a called third strike. Backdoor to curveball, and he shocked Ellie De La Cruz. And of course, this game will go to extras tonight. It's been that kind of a night, and the madness will spill over into extra innings. We go to the top of the 10th, tied at 11.
Hey, Braves fans, summer is officially here.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan, and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
Everything looks good right now for the Yankees.
First take from the players.
I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
And the first of many breakdowns before the first pitch. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show. Weekdays at 5 Eastern on MLB Network.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Battery Atlanta is more than just a stay. We're your clubhouse, where everyone knows your name. Book your stay at omnihotels.com/BatteryAtlanta.
Hey everybody, Buck Bellew here. When the Braves don't play at 7, join me for the new Buck Bellew Show here on The Fan, 680 and 93.7, home of the Braves.
Well, we got some free baseball here in Cincinnati. The score remains 11-11. Braves will be working against a new Cincinnati pitcher, their closer, Emilio Pagan. He's pitched 46 times this season and has 22 saves. Matt Olson will be the ghost runner on second base.
Bat in the hands of Austin Riley. Tied at 11 in the top of the 10th. Riley waiting for something he can pull the trigger on. Takes the ball outside. The Braves this season have gone 6-6 in extra innings games. Meanwhile, the Reds have gone 2-6 in extra innings. Braves have lost their last 4 extra innings games. And a chance to turn that around tonight. 1-0 to Riley. And a fly ball high in the air to center. Will Benson backpedaling. He's under it. And he makes the catch. Olson tags from second. Here's the throw out of center field. Cut by Ellie De La Cruz. And Olson into third base standing.
It looked like he left early to me, Ben.
Yeah, they throw back and tag second, and second base umpire Will Little says no. See if the Reds want to challenge this. They're saying, hold on, we want to take a peek at it. And they do not. So the infield is in. And here's Marcell Ozuna. Been a big night for Marcell. On base 4 times. Trying to give the Braves the lead again. First pitch to Ozuna. Up and in. 1 ball and no strikes. Emilio Pagan, like Darren mentioned, good numbers this season. But this is not the normal situation that he's used to coming into. Runner at third, 1 down. 1-0 pitch. And a fly ball down the right field line, coming over Marte towards foul territory. At the tarp, he's out of room. That's a foul ball. That's good that it went foul. I don't know that you're tagging on that. Now, I mean, Marte was going into the end of the tarp. But we'll never know. 1-1.
Marte, an infielder by trade, he's had 17 innings in the outfield before tonight, so still a little bit unfamiliar out there.
One to Ozuna. Low and outside with a splitter. By the way, the Reds in the bottom of the 10th inning will have Hayes, Steer, and Espinal due up, as that's 4, 5, and 6 of their order. Braves trying to take the lead here. 2-1 pitch, in for a strike, inside corner with a splitter. For Ozuna, he's got to find a way to make contact. Can't afford to go down on a strikeout here and have that runner at third base with 2 down. Infield in, 2-2. Missed high. Pretty close to that fastball, wasn't it?
A really good take there by Marcell.
Tied at 11, top of the 10th. Olsen at third, looking for a lift home. And the 3-2 pitch. Fouled back. Had a good swing of that fastball. That was 98 at the top of the zone. Marcell tonight, 3 walks, a single, 2 runs scored.
You mentioned the Reds have 4, 5, 6 coming up next inning. Also, Ellie De La Cruz starting the inning at second base.
Good point.
The fastest players in the league.
Again, the 3-2. Fly ball in the air to right field. Marte drifting back, makes the catch. Olsen tags from third. Marte sends it in. The throw is off the mark, and the Braves take the lead. 12-11 here in the 10th inning on the sac fly by Ozuna. And that's his 48th RBI of the year, but more importantly, the Braves have a 1-run lead in the 10th.
Yeah, really good at bat by Marcell. You laid it out perfectly. Got to make contact there. And Marcell, against a really tough pitcher, throwing in the upper 90s with some good breaking stuff, comes through, does the job, hits the deep fly ball.
2 down for Ozzy Albies. And Ozzy takes a first pitch strike. And like you mentioned, with De La Cruz at second base when we go to the bottom of the 10th, if it's just a 1-run lead, and you're going to need some swing and miss stuff. Cross that bridge when we get there. Here comes the 0-1 pitch on the way to Ozzy. Ozzy sends one foul into the seats to our left, 0-2. Sean Murphy on deck. Ozzy tonight has 4 hits. He's gone 4 for 5 and a chance for a 5-hit game, but he's down 0-2. 0-2 pitch. Ground ball out to second. McLean gloves. Sends it to first. There's out number 3. But the Braves retake the lead. Will 1 run be enough? We're about to find out. We go to the bottom of the 11th. Braves 12. Reds 11.
Hey, Braves fans.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Base is coming in a brand new format. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs as they explore all the baseball buzz across social media, pop culture, and around the majors. The Off Base Podcast, Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network. The MLB Network Podcast is here. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance, Sundays at 11:30 Eastern.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Braves giveaways this season, including bobbleheads, collectibles, and a replica jersey. Visit Braves.com/promos to see them all.
We in the locker room want to send you to a Braves game. This is Shawn Michaels reminding you that a pair of tickets is up for grabs during our 7 o'clock hour every weekday morning on 680 The Fan.
Bottom 10 here in Cincinnati. Braves leading at 12-11. An opportunity to pull this game out of the jaws of defeat here. Another Brave with trade speculation swirling all around him. Has a chance to prove his worth as a Brave here again tonight. Raisel Iglesias, the Braves closer, he is 12 for 17. In save opportunities this year, still sporting a 4.85 ERA, but has been a little bit better here lately with some good outings.
Ellie De La Cruz, the runner at second, and the bat in the hands of Austin Hayes. On the first pitch, low and outside. Iglesias, obviously no stranger to this mound. When he broke into the big leagues, it was as a Red. He spent 6 seasons with the Reds and had 106 career saves with Cincinnati, now opposing them. 1-0 ground ball deep in the hole, glove by Williams. They throw to third. De La Cruz in a rundown. Riley runs it back to second. Ozzie puts on the tag. 1 down and into second base, Hayes. And you'll take that swap every day with an out of the board. Great play by Luke Williams. That goes 6-5-4 for the out of De La Cruz. And the 2-base fielder's choice for Hayes, and 1 down. 1 out for Spencer Steer. Steer hit the 3-run homer in the 8th. Here's the pitch on the way. Now there's a called strike. Steer tied it with his 3-run home run in the 8th inning, as the Reds had 2 3-run home runs that inning. First base coach Colin Cowgill trotting halfway between first and second and taking the elbow guard from the runner at second, Austin Hayes. Braves 12, Reds 11, bottom of the 10th. Right on right matchup. Steer takes a strike. 0-2. Good fastball. Gavin Lux is on deck as he would be pinch hitting. Iglesias looking for the strikeout. And the 0-2. Got him swinging. A fastball elevated, and he couldn't find it. And the Braves are 1 out away from winning the game. But with what we've seen tonight, you know that you're not saying it's over until it is over and in the books. 2 down for Gavin Lux. Catcher Sean Murphy walking out there to the mound to visit with Iglesias. Lux, the left-handed hitter. He has faced Iglesias once in his career, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Two down, bottom of the 10th. Hayes, the runner at second. Iglesias to work, and Lux with a bouncer foul over by the Reds dugout. We still have a day game in this series and a game at a racetrack. And I can't imagine they're going to be as wild as what we've seen tonight. 0-1 popped up, maybe playable. Riley, foul ground. Riley has got it. Is it over? Is it really over? Braves win it. Unbelievable. Braves win it 12-11 in extra innings against the Reds in the craziest game we have seen this season, and certainly the wildest game that the Braves have won this year. And that bunch down there in the third base dugout all smiles now as they make it across the finish line and into the win column and claim game one 12-11 in 10 innings in a game where both teams scored 8 runs on 8 hits in the 8th inning. Never seen anything like it. For the Reds in the 10th, no runs, no hits, no errors, and a man left. Final score in 10. Braves 12, Reds 11. Back with the totals after this.
Attention Braves fans, ever wanted to win a Yanmar UTV or a Yanmar SA223 tractor? Well, here's your chance. It's the Yanmar Strikeout the Side inning. During the 8th inning of every Braves game, one lucky fan will be selected for a chance to win a Yanmar UTV if the Braves pitcher strikes out the side. Plus, at the end of the season, you could win the grand prize, a Yanmar SA223 tractor. Register now at Braves.com/Yanmar for your chance to win the Yanmar Strikeout the Side inning, where the excitement never stops.
Napa has the parts and the expertise to help your business stay ahead of the game. That's why Napa is a proud partner of the 2025 Atlanta Braves. 2 legends driven to win from the field to the open road, while Napa is powering
all the big hits.
At the wall, gone! No doubt about it!
All the great grabs.
Wow! You gotta be kidding me! For the Cape Bottom!
And all the swagger.
And he does it in grand fashion.
Relive the day's biggest plays all in one lightning-fast hour.
Oh, my goodness. What a show. You better believe it.
Quick Pitch.